I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show!
Live from the Xfinity studio. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. It's Friday, baby. Memorial Day weekend. The annual trip to the shore. Memorial Day weekend. We love it. Nice 3-day weekend comes at the perfect time for all of us. So we'll kick you off and have a fun weekend, man. Have fun. All right? Here's my advice from your boy, Cousin Ant. Just have fun. All right? Go. Whatever you drink it. Whatever you smoke it.
Yeah.
Go enjoy yourselves, man. I'll give you that. Lots to get to, at least from the start, because the coordinators spoke yesterday, and I thought Sean Mannion came across pretty good. I like him. I think he can be smart. I don't know what he's going to do as a first-time OC. I don't. But, he passes the smell test at least before there's a game. He looks like he's a guy that knows what he's doing. If you just take it from the, hey, what do your instincts tell you? My instincts tell me that he's going to be good. Now, part of it's I hope he's going to be good, but he passes the smell test to me. I think he, guys, raised in football, those backup quarterbacks make really good, offensive minds. They see it, they're in meetings, they can prepare an offense. So I'm very hopeful. We're gonna show you his news conference, and then we'll discuss it. I'm curious, chat, what you guys think and how he came across to you guys. I thought he's pretty good. Everybody that I've talked to down there, they like him. Now, obviously, it's the honeymoon. Before you call a play, right? This is the honeymoon period. A lot of work to get done, the whole thing. But, this is what we got. And I'm hopeful. I'm hoping he's the Mannion. You're the Mannion. So we'll see. Vic, of course, said he's going to go 2 more years, which is great. That's exactly, hey, I'm going to do this year, next year, and then I'll call it quits. And so that's good. There's some stability there. We'll play the news conference, kind of get what you think. EJ's going to join us coming up at 9:25. Mikey G will join us coming up at 10. Meg will be in to hang out with us for the remainder of the show. We'll also talk to all of our friends, TV Todd, Danny D, the boys, Jamie for little Phils. So we'll get you covered going into the holiday weekend, the whole thing. Good morning, VG. I'm doing this early because I want to get to news conferences right away.
Good morning. He is no longer Mannion to me. We're going with the Philly long A, or Mannion. He's Mannion because he spoke like a man, like a confident man with a plan. He sounded competent.
Yep.
He sounded like he's got a vision on what this is going to be. He's flexible with his players' skills and talents. And it's honestly the most competent offensive person we've heard talk in 14 months, at least.
Yeah,
since Kellen Moore left.
Yeah.
And it's it feels like it feels good right now.
That's how I viewed it, right? I was curious to see how he would do.
As soon as I heard him say, well, what do you want your offense to be known for? And he said physicality. I was like, causes in on this. It's over. Physicality.
Well, that's how you start. You have an offensive line that is tough and big and strong and, a big part of your team. Now they're going to come back. I know they're banged up from last year and everything, but presumably come back healthy, ready to rock and roll. And everything, we spent a lot of time talking about Jalen, and I get it, he's the quarterback. But the first and foremost, the run game needs to be fixed. Mm-hmm. The run game, you got to lean into the run game because that's how this offense is going to work. And that's how play action works. You run the ball so you can use play action and make play action a weapon. that Detroit offense was so good, right? 2 years ago, when that Detroit offense is going up and down the field, why were they so good? Well, you had Gibbs and you had Montgomery, and you pounded the rock, and then you had play action with Goff, and you got your Amon St. Brown and your Laportas, and you're able to get Gibbs out of the backfield. Like, that's how those great offenses work. That's how the Rams offense. The Rams run the ball, right? Like, they don't shy away from run the ball. And then Stafford, who's signed for another year, so he's here for 2 more years.
$55 million.
Yeah, that's a nice payday. Oh my God. But all that play action works. Like, that's the staple of the game, man. That's where these offenses are. The spread is dead, right? Spread's dead. Give me the play action. Give me under center. And, I think it's going to work.
Yeah, it's going to be a blend. When he said they talk about verbiage, and he's like, there's some things that this offense does well. I would think when they're healthy, run the ball is one of them. So, he'll do the running, but I don't know, man. He seems like a good teacher, comes from a family of teachers. When they ask him about, like, oh, what about Chris Cooper on the O-line? Like, he's got sound answers. He played a long time. He's detailed. He's going to connect with this, a veteran group. This guy is going to connect with this veteran group. Like, he just seemed like, wow, he's not just word salad with what he's up there with.
Agreed.
It sounded, the Pagan's like, what are you doing? I watched the conference like twice this morning, taking notes on my phone. She's like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, the Mannion's on. Like, yeah, this is like a breath of fresh air here.
Well, and it's funny because you could see, you smell it. Like, we're all creatures, right? Mm-hmm. And our instincts is to smell. And you could smell if a guy is confident, and confident usually leads to competent.
Well, what I smell, and I think Nick smells, is, this guy is a future head coach.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt. And by the way,
yeah,
I will tell you, and I do know this, that, he's coming in here, he's going to be backed, right? So, like, all you were talking about it, well, what happens if, Matt, they're not going to be looking at Matt if the thing goes off the rails a little bit. I don't think Mannion's going to be the one within the scope.
No, it seems like he's coming in with a sense that he's got some people behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the organization's on it. Now, what does that mean for Sirianni? I don't know.
How does he handle this? I'm curious to see that, actually. After seeing that press conference, that I might be more curious about how Sirianni handles this year with this guy here more than anything else.
Well, my guess is he's survived. Listen, he's won a ton of games, and he won the Super Bowl, right? Mm-hmm. So he's survived in a weird, like, it's been a weird dynamic with him, up, down, the highs very high, the lows very low. But, my guess is he's a survivor type of guy. So he'll make it work. Like, it's in his best interest to, hey, man, let's go, Sean. Like, yeah, it's your show.
But he's never had like the whiz kid behind him. He's had older guys behind him.
Kellen.
Yeah, Kellen, Frank Roy, like just people that, like, I don't know. This is a kid that's, you can tell he's not a kid. I mean, he's like,
well, that's what I'm saying.
The
like,
coaching tree's a kid.
I think Sirianni will handle it like, hey, he'll show deference to Mannion with the offense.
Yeah.
And just focus on.
He was like, it's been great working with Nick to see how he watches the game. I was thinking, yeah, as a spectator, I hope he's just watching the game and you're doing everything.
I don't know. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, it goes back to the weird dynamic that he's an offensive guy, and we're so used to offensive guys being, an impact on that side of the ball. Whether you call the plays or design the plays, you're impactful on that side of the ball. Mm-hmm.
This is the one note I was like, oh, you love this. You got to train the quarterback to listen to your feet. If the footwork and timing is sound, the ball wants to come out. How do we make the quarterback understand what the timing is and train them how to operate the best within it? That's what we're working on. Yeah, this guy knows what's up.
Love that.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because
the ball wants to come out.
See,
this
is where Like, I know you thought, because I brought this up a few times, and I thought I was like nitpicking a little bit, but I'm really not when I brought up the 2.5 steps.
Mm-hmm.
Like the 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drops. Like that's a staple of a quarterback, right? But the 3 steps got to be 3 steps. They can't be 2.5 steps.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to be crisp on that side on when you're doing that stuff, because it's all about the timing and when the ball. And he's right. The ball does want to come out. I know exactly what he's talking about. Like your clock triggers it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have the internal clock. I'm hoping that Jalen gets to new heights.
I think he will with this guy.
With Mannion and this kind of structure.
The way he's talking about, like, just making him understand the importance of this, like the timing and stuff. Did you hear his story about his legal pad? Also, why I know you would like him.
Yeah, I was smitten. Listen. I watched that thing yesterday, and I had talked to people, and I was already in.
Yeah.
But after watching it, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I was smitten. I like the
7-year-old watching practice with a legal pad,
Yeah.
taking notes.
Yeah.
Then his dad saves it, 30 years?
Right.
Frames it when he
Yeah.
gets his job.
Yeah.
Gives him his legal pad.
Yeah, like
like, come on.
I freaking love it.
And it's weird because Nick always talks about his family and his dad and stuff, but it didn't come off better with this guy. I don't know. It didn't come off weird to me.
I don't mind when Nick talks about his family. I think that's kind of nice.
It's a rough day for Farts Jones in the chat.
Why?
Because, he's suspect on Mannion. And he's like crowning the guy as a future head coach on a confident introductory press conference. Let's pump the brakes. I enjoyed his presentation, but relax.
Yeah, I think.
Hop on board, Farts.
Here's the thing, Farts. I think we listen. It's in all of our best interests for him to succeed. Nobody's crowning him to be Ben Johnson, but he speaks like a head coach, like in waiting, right? Like that's how he spoke. I prefaced everything by saying, "This is the honeymoon period, and you got to wait until you call a play." He hasn't called a play yet, right? So I get it. It's why I was smitten, but I didn't go overboard because of the obvious. Because I knew that Fartsy or somebody would
Fartsy
say,
taking shots at both of us in one comment.
"What's that?"
VG is gushing like cuz watching Herbert regular season highlights.
Oh my God!
That's a very efficient shot there, Fartsy.
It is. Yeah, it's very efficient. Very efficient. And again, I just like I like quarterback play. That's it.
Yeah.
I like quarterback play. I do. And Herbert, oh my God, I'm never going to live the Herbert stuff down.
Yeah, you're not. I mean, that's your hill.
But again, in context, Herbert, when people say he stinks, I don't think he stinks. But that's what it is. All right, this is for Fartsy. Let's play Sean Mannion. And Fartsy, I want you to look and be honest, all right? I want you to just let it soak in. And again, we realize we're prefacing it by saying he hasn't called a play. But look, let's watch.
Get to know a guy, what he likes to do. How did you kind of have it?
Yeah, I think it starts really just connecting with him on a personal level. Get to know him, get to know kind of what his interests are, what makes him tick. And then once you start to kind of get to know a guy on a personal level, I think the football connection becomes pretty easy. It's been a great process with Jalen. He's been a pleasure to work with, and really since I got the job, but being able to connect with him on a personal level and then on football has been great.
What do you want the identity of the offense to be?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing we want our offense to look like is we talk about play style a lot. Playing with great effort, great physicality, being great teammates. So I think it's when you turn on the tape, what does the Eagles offense look like? Those are the things we really want to stand out, just as a broad strokes.
So you're being lots to me about the type of scheme you might run. I was wondering how you balance what scheme you in versus so the players you.
Yeah, obviously there's things I believe in, and there's things that schematically I have a background in, but ultimately it's going to be a blend, and it's constantly going to evolve, and it's all with that exact goal in mind that you just said, right? It's about maximizing things for the players, how to make the Eagles the best team we can be, how to make the Eagles offense the best it can be, and how to put all of our players in a position to really, really succeed and maximize their strengths.
much about your learning process for Jalen? As you said, the coordinator is obviously during his career, like because and some over for him again, like that was.
Yeah, I think Jalen's been outstanding in the meetings, and I think having gone through multiple coordinators and stuff, you can tell he's a really capable learner, and that's been really fun to work with on a daily basis. I think there's always going to be some degree of connection, and like I said, it's a blend of all the things that he's really thrived in here, and some of the new things we're bringing to the table. But it's been a great process to get to really build this thing from the ground up with him and with our staff, and I think we're really being deliberate with the teaching and building this thing with a strong foundation, because it's constantly being built, it's constantly evolving. We're always looking at how can we make this better. So that process has been great so far.
What was the interview process like for you getting this job? How do you know that you're ready for this day of job?
Yeah, I was at the East West Shrine game and got an interview virtually, and I felt like we just really hit it off right away. I felt great about the football conversations and getting to connect with Nick and Howie and Mr. Lurie and all the people involved. There's a lot of people involved on the interview and things like that. But from there, came in here for an in-person interview, and again, it was just even more validating getting to be in the building and get to have further discussion. And it came together kind of from there, and felt like it was a great fit for me, great fit for my family, great fit in terms of the football side of things here. And really excited in terms of being ready for it. I think I lean on all my experiences. Obviously my years in Green Bay, my years as a player. You're learning things constantly along the way. I was fortunate to play for a while and play for a lot of great coaches. And, even as a player, I knew this is what I wanted to do next. I knew I was going to get into coaching. So I was always had that in mind as I'm learning things, how am I going to use this someday from a coaching perspective? And so I've been really fortunate to work with a lot of great coaches and pick up a lot of things along the way, and always kind of attacked it with the end in mind, in terms of knowing someday I'm going to get into coaching. Someday I hope to become a play caller. How am I going to use this? And so I really leaned into that throughout my career and learned a lot along the way.
From your personal dinner, what was attractive about this job? And what stood out to you? You mentioned there since you think what stood out during this interact?
Yeah, I think the first thing is the Eagles have been an outstanding organization, top to bottom. You know that from afar, just with the results on the field and the culture and the kind of system of excellence that they've built here. And then, getting to talk with Nick and see the way he views the game, see the way he views, building a program and running an organization and all the things that we really value, get right, tough detail together. You could just tell it was a great fit, and it was very much in perfect alignment with how I view the game as well. So I think once you get to dive into those football discussions, all the things that you know about the organization from afar become validated once you kind of see behind the curtain. And it was a great fit. I felt like we really hit it off from the start, and really with all the people in the organizations, it's been a great experience.
Well, I was there usually work with Kai Lemon and looked like
Sorry, can you repeat the question more?
How excited are you to work with Kai Lemon and something in the year off?
Yeah, Makai's been a lot of fun to work with. I'm really excited to bring him on board, and I think the way he works at practice is really impressive. He's a tremendous young talent, but even just out of practice, you can see he practices really hard. He studies hard. He really takes a ton of pride in all the little details, and that's a sign of a true pro. And he's just getting started on that journey. But with his degree of talent and the way he's been working, I really think he's going to do a lot of great stuff for us now and in the future.
All right,
well, his development's
Mannion. There it is. There's the Mannion. I thought he came across again confident, understanding what he wants to do.
His first presser alone up there in Philadelphia.
Yeah, there was no looking at Howie.
No, him and Hall.
Nick would be in there and talk about plants.
Yes.
Right? God bless,
God bless him. You won a Super Bowl.
But I mean, the thing about Mannion is you look at him, you go, and I'm a big believer in, again, the smell test. It does kind of matter. You got to be, now I'm not saying it's 100%, but when you're looking, you go, all right, my man's got ideas. He's not coming in here like I invented the game. I think he seems like to be a good collaborator, good open, but understand that, hey, I kind of have a vision of this thing.
Total vision and a total stress on being a great teacher. And I think that's going to be really helpful for Jalen here.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really.
I do too. I do too.
And when he says at some point they asked him the kind of play caller he sees himself, and he's like versatile, attack different ways, think outside the box. It's like, yeah, no more four verts. Yeah, let's go.
Right, and like, and you know, maybe there's tempo, right? Like,
yeah,
like how many times did I scream for tempo last year?
Yes,
because I often thought that when Jalen was real effective with tempo, like I get you need a drive starter. You should be able to have a drive starter in your arsenal.
Yeah,
right. Like that should be, and you should be able to go tempo. Like you should that's a weapon that you should be able to pull out at any point in the game. Like if I was calling the plays and I felt like my team needed a jolt, I would automatically go to tempo. I don't care if it's the first quarter or when it is, but like I would deploy tempo. That would be part of my thing. I'm a big believer in it because I think you can run off, you keep the same packages on the field, right? Like I'm looking across the field, and if I got heavy, if they're in heavy, I may want to go tempo and try to gas their guys.
and I think one of the I don't know for sure, but they had a hard time getting plays in early last year. And I think tempo could have been a problem with the coaches where they're not prepared enough to go tempo. I mean
I don't know how
they got to the line late. It felt a lot last year.
Like I don't know how. And you're right. The play clock was bad. I mean, like it was too much last year.
Yeah. So I think this guy is going to be buttoned up and have. These good play callers, they got 2 plays called in their head already. They're ready to go. And I think we're looking at a guy who's going to be like that.
By the way, you don't, when you're running tempo in that kind of offense, which is quarterback friendly, again, you're going to need to run the ball. Like run is what I, want to preach. But when I go tempo, like you don't need to have, set like the perfect play called. You just need to go quick, right? You need to have an easy throw, all right? Even if you flip it, like you could call the same play and flip it. Like, it shouldn't be a big deal to go tempo.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't.
Not in this day and age in this game.
Right. So, I don't know.
One thing he said I liked, he was like, run pass. Formations should look similar so we can pass out of the same formation we're running out of.
Well, I mean, that's San Francisco, right? Like when San Francisco's offense is rolling, it's because they're throwing out of 12,
right?
13. Like you should be able to throw out of 12 and 13. Mm-hmm. Like that's a part of it. Especially, that's why the tight end is such a valuable weapon. That's why I'm hoping Stowers is the guy, right? Yep. Because, he could be a huge weapon. He's going to be a weapon in the pass game. I'm just hoping he can just get in front of people and block because you're going to need to go out of 12, right? Like that's going to be a big deal. Man, I can't wait. Just talking about this gets me.
Here we go. Let's go. How'd you manage last night with no sports?
I was fine.
You watch sports. You
I
lie.
did not.
You lie. Habitants. What a game. The Habitants.
I wrote last night.
Yeah, right.
I did. I wrote.
I believe you wrote, but I believe there was a game on. You see Josh Hart lighting it up at all a little bit last night? You saw it. You know you did.
I was out.
Yeah, right.
I hate the NBA.
That's how I know you watched it.
Those cats stink. They're freaking hard and blows.
He does, man.
I was stunned by Montreal.
Here's what's happening right now.
Stunned.
Harden stinks when it gets to crunch time, and the Hurricanes stink in the conference finals.
I'm stunned.
Year after year.
I was stunned. I'm like, there's no way. That Slavkovsky is, oh my God.
Canadians are fast.
He's unbelievable. Oh,
and
man.
They got a good Russian.
Demidov.
Yeah,
he's good. All right. Lots to do, lots to get to. We're going to get to EJ coming up. One quick note on Nolan Smith. Talking to some people about what happened, I think it was blown out of proportion. Here's my read on the Nolan Smith situation. He's driving in a small town, small country town with a Lamborghini. Now, I'm not saying he's not speeding, but I don't know that he's going 140 miles an hour. And I don't know that how they did it, which was by visual, I don't know that that's admissible in court. And my guess is it gets thrown out. That's just my guess of what happened. Now
I was not going to bring up a quote in here, the chat quote, because now you sound like I want to try and find it right. They basically said, "Cuz dressed like Dom Light today."
Dom Light.
You're gonna give me this. You're gonna give me this.
No, I'm just giving you a nugget.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Listen, I had as many sweatsuits as Dom. I've always been a sweatsuit guy. All right.
Oh, medium. It was Morty Dukes that Cousins dressed as medium Dom today.
Medium Dom.
Oh, man.
That's a great line.
How was the saloon last night? You guys Uncle Tony's?
All right, lots to get. I did not go out last night. I did a lot to get to.
C-Sharp says you sound like OJ's lawyer.
All right, lson, it's about fairness.
Yeah.
I've gotten pulled over to small towns.
You think he's going
My
85
father.
He's in 85 and a 75?
No, it was I don't know. I don't know the exact number, but he's speeding. Like it's on him for speeding. So I'm not. But the idea that they make him out to be Dillinger is ridiculous.
I think with this franchise, and there's another player with a history of speeding and not great stuff going on. I think.
Yeah, I mean he's got to wise up. But I'm just for both sides of it.
Yeah,
like
I've always.
And he's not a bad kid. Like he's not.
No, he's got that mentality. He goes. 100%.
And I will say these small towns. I was driving in. I'm gonna tell a story real quick. I was driving outside of Gainesville, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
My father was rushed to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
He was at a hospital in Gainesville. So I was outside. I was driving outside of Gainesville, a small town. And I mean, maybe I was doing 15 miles an hour over the speed. And they see out these country towns, see out of town license plates.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different world. That my cousin Vinny stuff is real.
I was gonna say, it sounds like you're talking about my cousin Vinny.
It's real. Like those, Sheriff Billy Bob sees that, and if they see a car, they see out of town plates.
Yeah,
you're getting pulled over.
That's why I don't want to do road trips. Megan wants to drive cross country. I'm like, no way. I'm out.
I think you're better off going west than south.
100%.
West, you're all right.
There's
I've driven west.
Yes.
I hate driving south.
There's stretches of Virginia and the Carolinas that are, I don't like driving through them.
Yeah.
Especially South Carolina.
Yeah, and you got a northern plate?
Yes.
That still lives somewhere down there.
Yes.
All right, let's take a quick TO. Come right back. Talk to our man, EJ. Love my boy EJ. Talking to him coming up. First, a word from our friends. Let's talk about the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. Make your downtime fun time this weekend. So what? It rains. You got live dealer blackjack, roulette, craps, all the hot slots, and you got baseball. Where are the fightings?
Minus 195. That sounds like a run line bet to me.
Ooh. Well,
minus 1.5, you get plus 123.
Who's pitching for Cleveland?
I will tell you in a second.
You got Sanchez pitching for the Phillies.
Gavin Williams.
Yeah, I like it. I like Sanchez. The Sanchez. Love it. You could bet all the props all weekend and all the playoffs, right? OKC and Colorado, Vegas.
Avalanche is minus 235.
I go back to Vegas. I think the value's on Vegas. Check it out. New customers get up to $500 bonus back in your first 24 hours and 250 bonus spins on the hot soccer-themed online slot game Gold Trio Soccer. BetParks.com has all the details. Got to be 21, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland, Ohio. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Oh, survey time.
Tell
I
us
love
about the survey.
Because, we want to thank you all for being part of this great PHLY community. And we're always looking for ways to improve the shows, the content, and better understand how you listen and what you value the most here at PHLY. That's why we've launched a quick survey. Your feedbacks help shapes the content you love, makes it even better, and it only takes a few minutes, but it makes a huge impact. So take a moment, head over to allphly.com/contest, and let your voice be heard. Respondents have a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. $100. We appreciate you. We want to thank you for being part of PHLY. We want your feedback to keep improving our shows. It's a simple, quick survey, just a few minutes. And like I said, it really helps shape future content. Respondents, if you take the survey, you got a chance to win a $100 gift card. So head over to allphly.com/contest and let your voice be heard. Tell us what you like.
All right. Now let's go to our man on the Xfinity mobile call-in line, E.J. Smith.
Give me that D, give me a J, give me an E, J.
EJ Smith.
Hey, the big takeaway brought to us by Xfinity. And the big takeaway on the OC, Sean Mannion. EJ passed the first test with flying colors.
Yeah, it was a good introductory press conference from Sean Mannion. I thought he sounded, comfortable up there. I thought he said was insightful. A couple answers that really got my ears perked up a little bit here. I thought it was good. I thought it was good to finally hear from him.
Which stood out the most? Let's go through some of the things that he talked about and kind of what stood out to you, EJ.
Yeah, the thing that stood out the most to me was the answer he gave on footwork and the importance of footwork in his system. This is something that, having talked to a lot of people around Sean Mannion throughout his career, it's something he really harps on. It's something that he feels is vital for quarterback play in his system, and it's a big question mark about how Jalen Hurts kind of fits into that system. It's not to say that Jalen doesn't have a ton of strengths, but I think we have talked before about the footwork issues that he's had in the past and how that has informed maybe being late on throws and having some turndowns. And in this system, there's a lot of timing and anticipation throws and just a lot of timing and anticipation in the offense. Sean Mannion, I thought, did a good job explaining how there's layers to the offense, layers to the route concepts, and everything has to be synchronized so that things open up at the right times. And the quarterback's footwork is the only way you're going to achieve that, because of the fact that he said, like, your feet almost make you have to throw the ball. It's going to tell you where the ball is going to go. Just
dude, I
freaking
hold
the
on.
concept. Yeah,
I love it.
It's great. Yeah, I mean,
well, listen. The three steps. How many times I talk about step 3, 5, 7, and making sure boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
not 2.5, not 2 3/4, 3.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it a lot, and when you think about the Eagles' offense last year, how the word I always use was arrhythmic, right? The fact that it just felt like they didn't have those easy answers for Jalen. There weren't the layups. There wasn't enough in sequence offense. It was always scramble drills. It was always 4 verts and try to find somebody outside the numbers. That's not going to be this year's offense. And I know people will harp on Jalen needing to work on his footwork. Like, oh, well, you saying he can't do it? I think instead, how about let's think about what it means for Jalen Hurts if Sean Mannion, who is clearly passionate about this, is clearly experienced in this area, if he gets it right with Jalen Hurts, if he develops Jalen Hurts in that area, I think that ushers in a new phase for Jalen in his career. Sean Mannion talked about Jalen Hurts' work ethic. The fact that he's been attacking the fundamentals. I think this is what Sean Mannion's probably alluding to, is that Jalen has to work at this. Jalen's been embracing this new offense from all indications. So I think focus more on, like, if we see a Jalen Hurts who's got precise footwork, think about what that means for the Eagles offense.
That's what I'm saying. I think he has a chance to be really good in this offense, right? Like, you know, and I heard, you know, his head's in the right spot. He's embracing it, right? So I'm thinking, man, I'm hopeful. I'm hope balls out, like, you know, you can make those throws. Let's go, man.
It doesn't have to be, you know, a huge jump. It has to be a moderate jump. You know,
Right.
if he can, if they can build, if they can build the foundation out of these in sequence throws, that unlocks all the other stuff that Jalen Hurts is great at.
And here's the thing. You're going to tell me, like, these are offenses built for the Jared Goffs of the world. You're going to tell me he can't do that? Like, come on.
Yeah, I completely agree. Although that brings me to another small point I had, which is like, if you're Jalen Hurts, you know what BG said on your show the other day about how Jalen's had like 7 daddies that have all walked out of his life, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, it would be nice just once for him to have an OC that isn't like, this is an offense that the perfect example of what I want to run has Jared Goff at the center of it, Kirk Cousins, or, you know, Phillip Rivers with the Sirianni guys. Like, just once I do want to see Jalen get a play caller that's like, you know, let's build this thing the way that we built it with, you know, Josh Allen, or, you know, somebody who's a little bit more dynamic. But still, to your point, like, I think that Jalen can do this. I think he can do it. And if he can,
See,
I
think that was possible a couple years ago. I don't know that you're going to. Again, I don't know where he's at with running the football. I don't think he wants to run, right? Like, which I don't. You know, listen, at a certain point, he's taking a ton. He was so dynamic, right? Like, that was a superpower, which is why the read offense, that kind of spread offense worked with him, because he was so dynamic. I mean, he didn't look as quick to me, turn the corner. I don't know, you know, banged up or whatever. But you saw he wasn't as explosive.
Yeah, he didn't look the same last year.
You could build that kind of offense now.
What my only pushback is, I think Jalen is still fine with like extending plays, getting out in space, being that type of quarterback. I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think you can run a shotgun run zone read system with him anymore. You saw it last year, how reluctant he was to be a part of that. And you don't really need that. If you think about what the ideal version of this Eagles offense looks like, you don't really need to run it that way. You could run an under center run game as long as he's under center. I think that they can have a productive run game, but I still think he can give you that, you know, that scramble drill, you know, extend the play. I think he could still offer you that.
I don't know. Here's why. I saw a lot of sprint, like, I'm just going to sprint right and bail quick. Like,
yeah.
How many times did you see him sprint right to the sidelines and throw the ball away?
Yeah, but that's where, like, if they can get some of this timing and rhythm, if they can add that element to this offense, you don't have that quite as much. You know what I mean?
Well, I agree. I think that will help him. I'm bullish on this offense for him, but we're talking about building a different kind of offense. I don't think he's like if we would have did it last year. Like, he doesn't step up into the pocket. Right, you're talking about buying time. Did you see a lot of him buying a lot of time last year? Because I didn't.
No, I mean bailing out of the pocket. But I still think that can be a strength of his game, is getting out to the perimeter and creating. He's got to be able to create downfield more, I think, than maybe earlier in his career where you expect him to make 2 or 3 guys miss. But I still think that's an element of his game.
Listen, I don't think he's turned into, you know, Flacco, right? Like, I don't think all of a sudden he's what do they call it? Petrified when the tree, like you become petrified wood, like all of a sudden.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
he's like this, right? Like,
no, he's not that.
He's a great athlete, but I just think those days, I just like this offense for him, and I just I want to see it. All I think he needs to do, and listen, there are times when I would run him. Like, there are times when I would sprint him out and run him. Like, I'm not losing sprint outs, right? Like, play action, sprint out, boots, naked boots. Like, I would run all that stuff with him. But like, I want the basis of the offense. I think he can do it. Is, hey, little quick steps, slide, right? Slide to my windows because I need my throwing windows, right? So like a little slide here, boom, over the middle. Like, there is one game that sticks out in my mind. It was the Steelers game. Now look, this is 2 years ago. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was like 2
2
years
years
ago.
ago. Yeah.
And look, that Steelers defense, I'm not saying it was great, but they went press man against them. And he carved them up. Hurts carved them up in press man. The ball was out quick. And I had the vision of that Steelers game, and I go, he could do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and you saw it that
You
one
remember
throw. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, absolutely. That one throw against the Chargers last season, too. He has the ability to do it. By the way, like, this isn't a rare thing for a quarterback like Jalen, who has been, has had running as a big part of the equation for him. Those types of guys do have to evolve as they get older. You see it all the time. Like Dak Prescott is an example of a guy who came into the league, who leaned on his athleticism early, and has really become a pocket passer. Has really become like I don't even like the term pocket passer has become so loaded. He's just become like high level quarterback play, footwork. Get the ball out
but I never saw him as one of those running athletic quarterbacks.
I mean,
Even
he
at
had that
Mississippi
dual
State,
threat.
He was a guy that that always had the ability. Like, he was a pocket guy who had a little athleticism, but he wasn't.
He wasn't like QB run game quite as much as Jalen, but he had that element early in his career. But these guys, they have to do it as they get older. So I think you can be optimistic about it with Mannion.
I feel good,
the way
man.
That he talks about it. Yeah.
I feel good about it. I'm really hoping, man. I think his again, I go back to it. If Jared Goff can excel in this offense, you're going to tell me that Jalen can't excel in this offense and allows you to what your point is, which I agree with, right? Like, there are times when I'm going to use him to do stuff that Goff can't do, right?
Yeah.
Which is, roll, sprint outs, boots, that kind of stuff too. Which he'll do better than Jared Goff.
Yeah, I'll add the RPO game into that too. That's something I know was on their radar early in the offseason. You haven't really seen an RPO game like attached to this Shanahan McVay system, but I do think, that was the other thing I wanted to mention is that Sean Mannion used the term blend a lot. That was definitely like his buzzword. It's probably a word that he really wanted to harp on to point out, like, and we've heard previous offensive coordinators say this before too. Kellen Moore, I think, used the word collaborative, where it's like, they're not going to just throw away everything that they do well. So I think that worries some people, but I think it's just common sense. It's like, if you have some elements that you can add to this offense that, are, concepts that Jalen's familiar with and good at running, then you wouldn't throw those away. So the RPO game, I'm not saying I'm certain it'll be in there, but I think that they were trying to find ways to incorporate some of that because of the fact Jalen's been great at that stuff in the past.
Yeah, I'm fine to mix it in,
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I don't think you're building the whole thing out
of it.
It's definitely not the foundation, but I think that there will be elements to it. Yeah.
I just don't want a lot of it. I hate that offense. I just do.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't give you a lot of answers. It's kind of the antithesis of like what
it's
Mannion's
not quarterback
bringing.
friendly. It's not a quarterback friendly offense. It's like I want to see him throw the ball. I believe he can throw it. I believe, again, I go back to that Steeler game and I go, he's got to be able to do that. I know he can do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's going to be up to
even in
Mannion.
the Charger game, there was the meltdown. He threw the 4 picks. But
That one throw.
inside the game, there were some good throws inside that game. Like, I would take that game. If I was Mannion, I'd take that game. I'd go through every snap with Jalen, right? And go, look at it. Look at this throw. This was a good throw. This was a great decision. You threw the ball 20 yards, middle of the field, right? I remember there were some good throws within that game.
Yeah, yeah. And I think you're right. Those are the flashes that you need to make a consistent thing in this type of offense. Because again, like with going back to the answer about the footwork, what Sean Mannion really showed us in that answer is that this is his offense. His offense is a timing and rhythm offense. And, that has not always been a strength of Jalen Hurts' game. But again, I think that you have every reason to believe, based off of Jalen Hurts' work ethic, and honestly, based off the way that Sean Mannion explained these concepts to us yesterday,
Let's go!
They'll be able to figure this out. Yeah.
I want the season to start today.
Easy.
You just can't.
I'm looking back, like 2020, because there's chat discussion about him rushing for 10 or more times. He did it 8 times in 2023, Jalen, 8 times in 2024. Last year, he only rushed 10 or more times twice. Do you expect that twice number to be more similar this year coming up, or closer to the 8 times?
It wouldn't surprise me if it's around in that neighborhood, maybe a little bit more than twice. I think if you get Jalen in rhythm, I think if he's playing well, I think that stuff happens more naturally. But I still think he's trending more toward that lower number. I think that's who he is at this point. I think it's reflective. He's had a lot of injuries, and I think it's reflective of these guys get older. They don't want to take as many hits as they did back early in their career. And for the record, Sean Mannion said he said it's great that he has it, but his answer did not suggest that this is something they're building this thing around at all.
No, you shouldn't, because here's the thing. That's how you get seriously hurt.
Yeah.
I'm not playing Russian roulette with my quarterback. I don't want to do that. The last thing I need is for him to miss 6 to 8 weeks because I overran him. I thought what the Giants did with Jackson Dart was horrible. I thought it was the height of malfeasance to put your quarterback in that kind of risk.
Yeah, and I mean they paid for it, and that is bad selfish coaching where it's like they're coaching for their jobs and they're running this kid into the ground trying to save themselves.
Terrible.
And you're not going to see the Eagles do that, obviously.
No, listen, there may be a time where I may do a quarterback draw, or I may do, like I said, I might do a boot. There'll be times when I think I can get it. Because if I can just get him to the sidelines being untouched, I'm good. I just don't want him getting rocked. That's why I don't want to have him running all those RPOs where they're teeing off on him. Last thing I want is someone to tee off on him. I want to preserve him.
Right? Yeah, but if you're going to do that, they're going to have to get under center more for the run game to work, and I think that's what you'll see. I think you'll see a lot more under center, and I think Jalen has been open to that.
About the whole process. The whole process excites me about that.
Yeah. Now, to pump the brakes a little bit, the only we don't know what Sean Mannion's going to be like as a play caller.
I know.
And we learned that last year, that sometimes.
Yeah, but Petullo didn't give me that air of confidence that I got from him. I think that's fair.
Agree with you. It was fresh, some actual new ideas, which was good. But yeah, we'll see what Mannion is as a play caller. And we'll see how Jalen looks in this system. I think you can be optimistic, but it's still a big projection.
Yeah.
It's going to look a lot different. Yeah.
I agree. Listen, I think that's all fair. I'm optimistic. I think it's going to work.
I agree. The one thing I appreciate out of his confidence, he has his preferences of what he's bringing, but he's like, you got to blend it with the talent you have here to maximize their skill level. I think there's a lot of times coaches are hard headed. It's like, this is my system. We're going to run this. So I don't know, man. And a Big Far says I got pom poms. I do. I got some Mannion pom poms right now.
And listen, I think you're going to help him. Again, why wouldn't I want a quarterback-friendly offense for him? Right? He's going to make things, he's going to give him answers on the field. He didn't have any answers. The point of Petullo and Sirianni, they couldn't give you answers. I mean, that's the truth of the matter. Well, he's going to get answers in this offense.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll be really interesting. And I think his answers yesterday, there's reason to be optimistic about it. I think it was encouraging. Honestly, I wish we had heard from him sooner.
I know.
Being honest. So, the other things, did you guys talk about his answer on AJ? Or is it not his answer on the receiving core? I guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
He just didn't even mention AJ, which
no, I
don't know. You guys tell me. I thought we didn't ask him a follow up on AJ. Because he was talking about the receiving core. He talked about. Well,
everybody knows he's gone.
Talked about Devontae. Yeah, we all know he's gone, and I think we all were we got more important things to ask him about. Not more important in the grand scheme of things, but we can get more insightful answers with other things. But I did think a little bit we could have asked him one thing. Are you even accounting for AJ when you build this offense? So I don't know. We kind of let him
answer. He'd give you some, he'd evade the question, but everybody knows he's gone. So I didn't, truthfully, I didn't even expect it. So,
Yeah.
I
think it just shows you.
What you thought was Vic he says now this year and next year.
Yeah, he said he's got 2 years left minimum, which I think is in part He probably doesn't want to have a bunch of questions about if this is like if this is his last year, all year. Yeah, Vic's awesome. I mean, his press conferences are so illuminating.
Yeah.
He's so honest up there in a way that I really appreciate. He said that he did work on Reek Willen last season because he thought the Eagles might trade for him, which I thought was really interesting. And Vic's really excited about Reek Willen, like because again, he's so honest. Like he won't sugarcoat it. He won't be Pollyannish about
No,
it. Not sure.
he's for real, for real.
Yeah, and the thing he said that I thought was really interesting is he said like Reek Willen's height is a benefit. It's not an impediment. You know, he said like
Yeah.
sometimes at those tall corners, they're tall but they can't move. He said that Reek's movement skills at that size really jumped out to him. He said Andrew
Got
McCuba
hips. Hips don't lie.
He's fluid, yeah. He said Drew Makuba's offseason has been mostly rehab at this point, but he's close to being back. And he said Jahad Campbell will be ready by training camp.
Yeah,
So those are the newsy things.
I'm a little worried about Makuba, but you know, it's safety spot I'm worried about. But
Yeesh.
if that's all I got to worry about, I'm great.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting when they have that cornerback trio because can you get by with that being the weak point in the secondary? We haven't really seen it with Vic, but I think he can figure it out. He also, you know, he had good things to say about Marcus Epps. We'll see if Marcus Epps is actually the starter.
What do you
by
say
next
about
week.
Grenard? Because he's such a better fit for his system. Did he talk about that?
Yeah, no, I mean he's a big fan of him. You know, said the things you'd expect him to say. You know, really difference-making pass rusher. You know, obviously a tough player. So yeah, you know that Vic's a big fan of Jonathan Grenard. The other thing is he said, you know, I think we all knew this, but that Cooper DeJean's going to play safety and base. Not surprising, but still good to know.
Yeah, man, I love this defense. I just want to tackle VG right now. Let's go.
Chill, brothers. Memorial Day Friday. Relax.
There's no chill.
Hey, can I ask you, organizational wise, one thing that came up during the Mannion conference?
Sure, yeah.
He said it on the Zoom. He was with Howie, Nick, and Jeffrey, which you expect, and a lot of other people. Like, do you have any idea who all those other people would be involved in this?
Well, Julian would probably be on there. I know some people might find that surprising, but he's usually in on those types of things.
Like when he says a lot of other people, I'm thinking there's like 4 or 5 other people on the Zoom with them.
Yeah, I mean, Julian's definitely one of them. I mean, probably somebody from the ops side, you know, like maybe John Ferrari or somebody like that. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, probably some football ops people. I don't think you'd get like personnel people on something like that, but yeah, probably some front office people.
I like it.
I mean, if you look at that, and I'm not taking shots at Nick, I kind of am, and look at one of Nick's press conferences last year and the one we saw yesterday and said which one is a first-time press conference and which one isn't. I mean...
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
Mannion come off pretty...
That's just who he is,
good.
though. I think that's also part of Nick's personality.
Yeah, Nick's changed over the years. He's done so many press conferences that I think he's kind of worked his way into being where he's at now. So I think, you know, I could see why Nick likes Sean Mannion. They talk about a lot of the same things. You know, Sean Mannion said, coaching is teaching in the truest sense, and I pride myself on being a good teacher.
Yeah.
That sounds like something Nick would have said year one. Maybe not now, but year one, it sounds like a Nick quote.
Yeah.
It just sounds better coming from Mannion.
Just a new voice, yeah.
EJ, great stuff, buddy.
Thanks,
Let's
man.
go,
Thanks, guys.
EJ.
Appreciate you. Yep. Have a good weekend, guys. I'll see you on the other
we
side.
got Camp Tuesday.
Yeah. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday next week.
So
Tuesday, Wednesday,
figure on
Thursday.
Every day next week, we'll be hitting hard.
Got some Giants news, too.
I want football, baby.
Giants,
I got you.
Giants losing defensive lineman Roy Robertson Harris for the year. Achilles in his OTA. Starting interior lineman for them.
That's a shame.
Mm.
All right. Good stuff, Bob. Appreciate it.
I'll see you guys.
All right, pal. Here he is, the great E.J. Smith. All right. Oh, man, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, I feel much better now.
Football.
Wow. I'm not ready for that yet.
How could you not be ready for it?
Dude.
Hearing that,
Dude.
how could you not be ready for it?
Because what makes it special is
Oh,
it's
shut
the
up.
end of summer. Just like Pat said.
Stop.
Yeah.
You gotta sit
It's like
through
the gift.
You got to
The
sit through
gift
that
after
freaking-
summer's over.
What? I got to go through a whole hot summer of nothing.
You might have to sit through a whole summer of 55 degrees and rain. Who knows the way the
Yeah.
climate
I mean,
is.
I'm glad we get the World Cup. That'll keep me Busy.
Yeah.
Fighting's, but fighting's about October anyway.
Got the All-Star game. Home run derby.
Man, I want football, man. Come on. I can't wait for this.
NFL, NHL free agency.
What?
NHL free agency.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's good. All right. No, listen, I like the game.
Oh, yeah. Joe 76 is right. Wimbledon's coming up. Yeah.
Care less
Let's
about
go.
Wimbledon. Let's take a quick tea. I'll come right back. Mikey G will join us.
Upgrade your home for less during Ashley's Memorial Day event. Right now, save up to 20% on beautifully crafted Ashley furniture or take advantage of 60 months no interest financing. 0 interest, and that's with no minimum purchase. Looking to sleep better? Get free upgrades on select adjustable bases plus king-size comfort for queen-size pricing on select Ashley mattresses. These Memorial Day deals won't last, so don't wait. Shop in-store or online at Ashley today. For the past 30 years, Golden Nugget Jewelers has operated out of the very same location in the heart of Philadelphia. Customers from across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, even Baltimore, New York City have come to Golden Nugget Jewelers to find that perfect engagement ring, wedding band, or gift. Their staff is highly trained and dedicated to providing a personalized experience. I've gone there a couple of times. I had to replace a diamond in a ring. I had to get a necklace. They're not pushy. The staff is super informative. It's just a great shopping experience. They have a vast selection of engagement rings and wedding bands, along with high-end watches, fashion jewelry, sparkling diamond necklaces, bracelets, earrings, and everything else you could think of. You receive a final cleaning and written appraisal with every engagement ring purchase. And Golden Nugget Jewelers, they're family-owned. They've been operating since 1987, right there on Chestnut Street at 8th in downtown Philadelphia. You deserve an expert, and you deserve the best price. Golden Nugget Jeweler, where Philly gets engaged. Visit goldennuggetjewelry.com. Upgrade your home for less during Ashley's Memorial Day event. Right now, save up to 20% on beautifully crafted Ashley furniture or take advantage of 60 months no interest financing. 0 interest, and that's with no minimum purchase. Looking to sleep better? Get free upgrades on select adjustable bases plus king-size comfort for queen-size pricing on select Ashley mattresses. These Memorial Day deals won't last, so don't wait. Shop in-store or online at Ashley today.
All right, welcome back. Hey, it's 10:45. My Anthony is in the Nationals Heroes crew in the spring, and they're at Nationals in Tennessee. So there's a stream of the race. So if you indulge me, I need to play the stream for all of us to watch at 10:45 so I can see how he does.
Love it. Live sports.
So we'll have live sports on the program. And that voice you heard is there she is, the queen of soccer, Meg.
Hello.
What's up, queen?
Hello. How's it going? I don't know. There's no soccer fan that's like, she's the queen. That's not it. Let's be honest. I'm the Pied Piper of soccer.
I like
for,
queen.
For the next
I like
59
queens
days.
that. Come on, you get the regal.
Oh, it's so regal.
Come
That's
on.
right.
I love it. I prefer that.
Thank you, Anthony.
All right. Did you hear Mannion?
I did.
Do you love Mannion?
I did.
Yes.
I did. I actually, my notes.
Whoa.
I have notes.
Your notes.
I know my
are like
handwriting.
beautiful
Thank you.
penmanship.
My penmanship is a
Wow.
very Catholic school penmanship. This is I know.
That is impressive.
Looks like I'm looking at like the Declaration of Independence or something with a
I
pen.
mean,
a lot, actually.
your penmanship.
Yes.
Holy
Wow, I
shit.
definitely would have cheated off you in school.
Thank you, Miss Quinter, second grade,
Yes.
St. Martin of Tours.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Oxford Circle.
Oxford Circle,
Oh.
yeah.
Now, does your
Holy is
I should have brought. Oh, yeah, Holy Inns. Our neighbors up the street, they went to Holy Inns. We went to St. Martin's.
does your cursive bleed into like because when I take notes, it's terrible. I'm like chicken scratch, but I bleed the cursive into like
Print.
yes. It's like a meld.
Sometimes it depends on how fast I'm writing.
Yeah.
Like I'm very big in handwritten notes.
I don't think there's any print in there, Anthony.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
all
I know.
cursive.
I mean, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it looks like it's
Oh
kind
my
of a
God.
You can
penmanship
imagine
book.
the Eagle schedule has never looked so pretty, right?
How many
God.
penmanship awards did you win?
I never won.
never
I
won
never
them?
won a penmanship.
Her L's are perfect with the squiggly.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, that's impressive.
Thank you.
Your T's,
My
they're all
T's.
good.
Yeah. So, but yes, I loved Mannion. I have to
mean,
say,
let's go.
it was worth the wait.
Yes.
It was totally worth the wait. I also want to say, like, shout out. I love a Vic Fangio. Like, I'm here for another 2 years. Let's stop talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, thank you. That was like,
Which is great.
which is great. Like, check
You
that
don't have to
box.
worry about Vic now.
Right. I felt like that was like such like a weight off. It was like, oh, I don't have to worry. All right, Vic's here for 2 years. Keep it going.
Oh,
That was like the best part of the Vic Fangio, the Mannion press conference. So many good things.
And he was confident and he had answers. He was presidential, if that makes
It's
sense.
the opposite of Nick's first press conference here.
Yeah.
It really was. I mean,
It's
it
the
was.
opposite of Nick's last press conference.
Well, that was,
Yeah. All right.
but it was a great introduction.
It was.
was a great introduction.
It really was. I'm very excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Joining us to talk about that and everything.
Been dropping some AJ news here and there.
He's always on top of it.
Mhm.
If there's one guy that you got to get your news from, it's our guy, our hometown man, Mikey Garafolo, NFL Network, ESPN, right here on the Xfinity mobile calling line.
Football writer who loves his Flyers, South Philly to Jersey. He's the NFL's Mike G.
Mikey! Mikey just zapped out. Oh, the video. Where we at? Michael. Oh, Michael. Michael, did you do those things, Michael?
I'm here.
What you do, buddy?
Why do I look like crap though? Hold on.
Relax.
My
guys,
end or
you're
your
fine.
end? No. I mean the connection. You got me?
Yeah. It's good. All good.
Yeah,
What?
my internet just crapped out. What's up, Meg?
What do you
Hey,
do?
what's going on, Mike? How's it going?
I was just looking behind me for my shining star, but
I know. I
don't-
was gonna say, do you have your award from? We got the same award from LaSalle the same night.
I love it.
Yeah. So
Oh, we froze.
it was a great honor. That's what he was going to say.
Oh, he froze.
no, it's at my
Yeah, bad connect. He's at his office too. He's not down the
North
shore.
Jersey.
What's that?
North Jersey. Bad internet up there.
I don't know.
Must be Verizon.
Yeah. All right. Well, we get Mikey back. We'll reconnect with him about the AJ stuff. That'll obviously it's a countdown.
Well, obviously, I mean, Mannion didn't mention him yesterday.
No, and it's funny because EJ's like, maybe we should have brought it up. Well, I'm like, nah, for what? Like, he's gone, so what's the big deal?
Well, I actually thought it was there.
There he is.
Back.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, it says my connection's great, but whatever.
Whatever. All right. Happy Memorial Day weekend. You head down the shore?
Yes, we are. Kids are getting out in about an hour and a half, and we'll hit the road then. Hopefully not. I'm hoping. I mean, I'm not hoping. I know what the weather's going to be, but I'm hoping the weather will scare off some traffic at least. But doesn't look like it's going to be great weather. I'm supposed to run a 5-miler tomorrow in Spring Lake. Don't know if that's going to happen. 40-degree real field temperature at the time of the gun.
Nah. Yeah, that's brutal, dude. That's horrible.
That's a great race, though. That's a fun race, the 5-miler in Spring Lake.
Yeah, well, I usually forget to sign up. So their sign up is at 6 a.m. East Coast time, Super Bowl Sunday.
No wonder
happen
you
to
forget
be-
to do that.
Right, but I happened to be awake at 3 a.m. Pacific this year, and I was like, oh, well, I guess it kind of lined up for me because we were headed to the stadium shortly thereafter. I'm like, so I signed up for it.
That's awesome.
But I didn't agree to 40-degree temperature at the time. Anyway, Meg, before I got cut off, I have it at so I have a camera at my shore house too, and I have the shining star in the back.
Got it.
there, so I didn't have it. I was gonna, yeah.
Uh,
You know where yours is?
I do. It is on my desk and my like credenza behind my desk. So on Zoom calls, you can see it at my home office.
There you go.
Yeah.
It was
Always
it was a nice
present.
award. It was a great night. We had
Great
a
night.
blast, and
Mike
Meg's speech
Sealski
crushed mine.
introduced, right? Mike Sealski introduced
Mike
you, right?
Sealski introduced me.
That's right.
Which I love to tell the story about how, and I did that night, of how I had to take all kinds of electives, even within my major, and I took public speaking and advertising. I think there was a marketing deal. I took everything except for journalism, which was taught by Mike Sealski. So.
I also
Who knew?
I did have Mike Sealski as a journal. He was my comms professor for journalism.
Was he really?
Yes, when he was writing for the Bucks County Courier Times.
He was the
Yeah.
professor?
He was the professor.
He was
Professor
like
Sealski.
2 years out of school
Yeah.
and teaching a class.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
He
I feel
was-
bad. If I'd have gone back, I would have taken that class. But,
Exactly.
I
He
didn't
was
know
great.
I'd be
He was
starting.
great.
I didn't know I'd be starting in journalism. To me, it was, video production. I was producing for Cuz at the time, which was great. I mean, the experience of actually working in radio during college was awesome, and all those connections helped once I got out of. But I didn't take Sealski's
You didn't take
class.
Sealski's
And there he is
But
introducing me.
we guided you. Listen, we guided you to journalism.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I always thought that was going to be your natural, because
I
and you
I
remember,
remember-
I kept pushing you to do it.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, Dad. I know.
So basically, is
and-
Anthony taking credit for your whole career? Like, you would not be
believe so.
at NFL Network had you
No.
not been the production.
No,
Hold
just
on.
the Star Ledger piece.
Just
of
the
it.
Where's my checkbook? Do you accept
right.
cash? Here. No, and but I remember the specific Sunday. Because I thought I was going to do radio. I mean, that's what I always wanted to do. And it was a Sunday in June. I mean, I had come back from the shore on a Sunday morning, groggy, to do a Don McKee midday show. And it was middle of baseball season, which since then, baseball has now moved
Right.
the needle. But back then it didn't. And, especially with Tom Bigby, our program director, may he rest in peace, didn't want to talk any baseball. So there were no calls. There was nothing going on. And I'm sitting there waiting for the phone to ring. And I'm looking at Don on the other side. I'm like, well, Don's a newspaper guy. Even if I want to get on the air here, they hire newspaper guys to do that. So, maybe I should listen to Cuz. And I guess that's how it sort of began.
No, when you don't understand, I loved him. When he comes to WIP, and I'm still pretty new there. I was like, first of all, we had connections everywhere, but him,
Yeah, no. But hold on, I didn't use any of them. You looked at me the first day. I don't know if you remember this. Were you with Mikey Miss at the time? I think you may have been. And you're on a break, and I'm sitting outside, and you looked at me and you go, "Who are you?"
no, but the minute I was like, I love.
I know, and I said, "Actually, you're my second cousin by marriage." What?
Yeah.
Hold on, I got to go back. We're coming back from break. Let me get the rest of that story later.
That's awesome.
I was like, it's my boy.
Now you're related.
I freaking love this dude.
That's right.
He's little cuz.
Well, I don't think my sister had married Michael.
No, they were dating.
Yet.
Yeah.
They were engaged maybe at that time, but it was close enough.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was. I was just like, man, this is the best. And I love the fact that he went to the New York market because he was the first. I was his older brother at that point, right? So it was I don't know, it was the first guy I was able to take under my wing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was so proud. I hate to say it like that because but I remember being so happy. Because he's the best, and he's he was my guy, just the greatest. So we had a shared childhood, kind of, all of our stuff. So, anyway, look at him now, big star.
Yeah, big NFL Network.
So, dude, let's get the AJ stuff out of the way. You've been killing it. So, what's the latest?
What Mannion wasn't asked about him yesterday?
So they brought the receivers, not directly. He wasn't asked.
Yeah.
And he never brought up AJ at all.
Yeah, he focused only on Makai and Devontae.
Yeah. I was at Giants all day yesterday, which was the right day to be at Giants, apparently, because there was a ton of news, and we had a contract extension right before we went on air for Joe Shane, the general manager. So I'm sort of catching up on what happened down there yesterday. But I mean, we're 9 days away from, and I don't think to me, I think the timeline is going to be a little slower, right?
Right.
And I think that the real pressure point for this is going to be the start of training camp. Like, it's not going to be once you get to June 1st, you're in the window. I know everybody may be in their head thinking June 1st is when it's going to happen. June 1st starts that window of now everything can happen beyond that. So I still think it's going to be, because I've told you this before, it's not like the deal is done, stuffed in a drawer, do not open until June 1st type deal. I mean, they still have to go back and renegotiate this thing. And Howie's got to figure out a way to create leverage to make the Patriots jump, because the Patriots may be sitting there and say, we're still the only team, so the team is either going to be the Rams or resurfacing or somebody else popping up, or it's going to be the Eagles, right? Like the other leverage is going to be what he said, which is that he doesn't have to trade them. Now, you and I could disagree with that, and we could say there was a wedding recently and Jalen wasn't in attendance, which there was a wedding before that I don't think AJ was in attendance for, if I recall correctly. So this has been going on for quite some time, and I believe, and I think you believe, and I think a lot of people believe that they just can't coexist anymore. And that's going to be part of the reason for the Eagles to say, look, whatever we got to do to get this done before the start of training camp, and the Patriots as well. If he's going to be part of this team, we've got to get it going so we can hit the ground running on the start of training camp, which honestly, I think for them might help distract from some other storylines as well.
Do you believe that the Eagles are talking to Jacksonville and the Rams? That's been kind of out there.
Yeah, I think along the way, conversations have been had and continue to be had, and I think and that's part of what Howie's going to have to do to make sure that once we reboot this thing, that he's got more than just one little thing to work with here. So yes, I believe those conversations have been had. I don't know where it stands with the Rams, honestly. I have not had conversations with people there to this point, and I will within the next 9 days. Just to kind of see where it is before we enter that window. So we'll see about at that point.
Yeah, the Jacksonville thing kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah. But that, and honestly, like, not that it would be anticlimactic, but that would be the whole, hey, we've been focused one way, and then all of a sudden here comes something else. Here comes a stalking horse that we weren't even really looking at. So, I mean, I think it's, I think it's going to be a completely new, not a completely new, but it's going to have a new feel to this round of talks as opposed to the previous round of talks.
Do you think 28? We're looking at a 28 first for compensation.
The teams have been protective of the 27 ones, Ant, because I went into the draft this year saying who's going to start to collect, not start to, but gather some draft collateral next year, and nothing changed. I think we're still at just the Jets are the only team that has multiple firsts next year, and they've got 3 of them, and everybody else has 1 in a great draft. And I listen, I really, anybody can trade away picks and get a lot of compensation back. We've seen the Browns do it in recent years. We've seen other teams do it. Then you got to capitalize on it. So when the Jets were collecting these picks, and Muji being the new GM up here, I was like, does he know what he's doing, or is he just, and now they're starting to put it into action, and now they're sitting really pretty heading into next year. I really like what the Jets are starting to do up there. You still got to figure out the quarterback position, and part of
that's
that may
what
be
next
that
year's
you've got
for.
to play.
Yeah.
Well, but now part of it, but see, it doesn't matter. Like if you have 3 first-round picks, and let's say they win 6 games, right, and they're picking 8th, you're not getting up to 1 no matter how many you have, because somebody's gonna.
Yeah, but
say,
it's deep. This is a good draft. That's deep. I mean, I think this.
I understand. I do, and that may be that you get yourself second or third.
I mean, again, a lot has to happen, right? But a whole college season needs to happen. Yeah, but there are guys I really love that I think have a chance.
But that's how you wind up with Zach Wilson, You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's sometimes you go, well,
Yeah.
well, we can only get up to 2 or 3, and we're
Yeah.
going to be that in the pecking order because you can't get to 1. 1 is going to be whoever. I mean, theoretically, you could have a a Bears situation or the Titans with Mariota when they already had him, and now it was Jared Goff the following year. So you could trade. So you could have that, but you don't know till most of the time the team that's in number 1 needs the quarterback themselves. So
Agreed.
anyway, I back to your question. Yeah, I mean, I think you're gonna have to see some creativity. Maybe, I mean, maybe Howie's got to eat some of the money too, right? Like that could be another way that you do it because the Rams' issue was if they were gonna do that deal, they couldn't have Devontae Adams as well. They owed him a ton of money, and they were honest and open with him. Said this could be in the offing here. So now they've committed whatever it was, 5 million, I think that triggered back in March. So they've sort of committed to him, and now you say, well, we can take on a little bit more, but we can't take on the full number. So there's a number of scenarios at play, and it's really going to be Howie's turn to earn his money over the next couple of weeks, if not couple of months.
Hey, Mike, with the Rams, did you get any inkling, or is it just one pick? Was there multiple picks involved? Do you know what the compensation was?
I believe it would have been a number 1. Yeah, I believe it would have been a 1. I think it would have been a 1 this year because they had, if I'm recalling correctly, they had 2 at the time. I don't think they had yet made the McDuffie trade. Dude, honestly, I can't. It was definitely a 1 involved. It was either one of this year's or it was next year's. But regardless, they were willing. That's why I said it was closer with the Rams than it was with the Patriots because the Patriots weren't willing to go there. It didn't sound like so. Yeah, I mean, the Rams were super interested. It just didn't come to fruition. It was never fully agreed to. I went to bed one night thinking it was coming, and then the next morning it was like, nah, it sort of fizzled overnight. So that's where it stood with them.
Does the Vrabel situation play into this at all? Whether the deal gets done with the Patriots? I mean, it's a completely different narrative right now surrounding the Patriots than it was 2 months ago, and what's happening in the locker room. So, and I feel like the Vrabel was such a key part of the AJ Brown, like why it was the Patriots bringing them back together. What's the status there?
I think this happening, the Vrabel thing happening when it did, with the talks already being dead. Like if that had coincided with when they were happening back in March, that would have been a really interesting dynamic to see how that would have played out. But now it's like, you sort of had that. Now you're coming to the point where, not that the story has gone away, but there's not been any new developments or whatever. So I think he's trying to really reset himself as the head coach there, as a guy who can speak to his locker room and say things like he said before about, acting with professionalism. It's tough to say those things when you've got your own thing going on. So he's got to sort of reset that. And I've been asked all along, and I've sort of had this as in my own head, how could this go? Is there a chance he's not the coach of the Patriots? I've said, I've sort of felt as it's gone along that there's a non-zero chance that he steps down. I don't know that it's anywhere near 50% or greater. I still think that he's going to be able to be the coach of the Patriots moving forward, which is going to open people to say that, hey, double standard or whatnot. We can have that discussion separately, but I think in the end, he's the coach of the Patriots, and this is a guy that he likes, and a guy that if he brings in has the credibility, having worked with him before, and we know that AJ thinks highly of him as well. That could help, right? Like that could help reset things in Foxborough.
What do you think? Go ahead.
I was going to say, we had conversations here where we thought Howie might be hesitant to trade AJ to the Rams because he's going to be competing with them in the NFC. But it sounds like Howie's ready to go. Whoever's got the best offer, he's ready to go.
But during that first round, he was trying to get the Patriots to come up because he would prefer to not trade him within the NFC. I know that to be a fact. Like the deal with the Rams was better, what they were willing to do or seemingly willing to do at one point, than what the Patriots were willing to do.
Yep.
And it's like, I'd much rather prefer,
yes,
those deals flipped and send him to the AFC. So that was a part of it. But now you're in dangerous territory. Now you're right up against the start of training camp and the start of the season. You've got to do what you've got to do at that point for the betterment of your team.
Yep. I agree. Where do you think Tyreek Hill lands?
I don't know. I think he's still got a ways to go in his recovery too, as well, and I think that's a big part of it. And because I remember asking, because when was he released. March. It was right before the start of the league year, maybe.
Yeah.
And I remember asking, is he going to be ready week 1?
Right.
And not getting a direct answer. And I'm like, well, that's a pretty good indication of he's got some way. And I still, from what I gather, he's got a little bit of a ways to go. So they've talked about Kansas City. I know that's been kicked around. I don't know. I don't know that feels right on either end. So I don't know. I can't give you that answer right now.
Let's get back to Eagles for a second. The Mannion thing yesterday, he was great. Like, his news conference was really good. So, you could see people, and again, it's a news conference, hasn't called a play yet. So obviously you put all the qualifiers in there. But, talking to people in that organization, Mannion's got a lot of support. Like, this isn't a 1-year kind of deal. I think they're looking at him like, hey, no matter what happens, he's still going to be here.
He's almost, I would say handpicked, because they talk to a lot of people, but the system that he's running is what they want to run in the front office, and the things that he does offensively, which are very different from what they've done the last couple of years, are what get Howie going, or what get Jeffrey Lurie going. I mean, you've got an owner that's, immersed in the X's and O's and understands the trends that are happening around the league and what's successful and the way things are going. I mean, he relied on that back when he hired Chip Kelly, thinking that the way schemes were coming up from college, well, we want to be not only a part of that, we want to be ahead of that curve as well. And that was a big part of that. The Chip Kelly era, as you look back on it, was not the disaster that it felt like in the moment, right? And it didn't work out as well as what followed, obviously. But that's the way that he thinks, and that's the way that
no, it was right. Like,
successful.
if you look back on it, I agree with you. I think it was right. The problem is that Chip's personality rubbed people a lot the wrong way. And I do think he was, I don't want to say a one-trick pony, but there was no real second act other than tempo. Like, there were other things that he could have done, I thought, that would have made him more successful.
Yeah, that's the emotional intelligence part of the equation that drives you nuts, and you're right. But I mean, that's what followed there. If he had that, it really. But my point in all this is saying that you've got an owner that, unlike some other owners who just show up on Sunday and just win, I just want to have more points than the other team.
Right.
You've got a guy that understands or immerses himself in the schemes of the NFL and the trends of the NFL.
Yeah.
And so. And look, when you and I, back the day after the season, had a spirited conversation about Nick Sirianni, you talked about it as being a front office driven organization, which I agree, by the way. I agree that there's a lot of stuff that flows down in that organization in the way that it doesn't flow in other organizations. And this is a part of it. It's not like Sirianni went out and said, okay, here are my top 5 candidates. I'm going to pick from one. This was a collaborative, at best, that I could describe it, communication that led to Sean Mannion being the offensive coordinator. So for you to say that, and like, oh, they look at, no matter what happens, this is a guy that we want as a part of things. I mean, he's going to have to prove it. He's going to have to back it up. He's going to have to.
But assuming that he
deliver,
there's levels of competence, which we all expect, then this is kind of what it, and that's truly, the collaborative piece of this whole thing was, hey, you're going to work with him. And Nick, I got it. Like, I mean, and that's the only thing. And really, it's less a shot at I just don't think that's Sirianni's strength, right? Like, you talk about EQ, right. I think, to get back to our conversation, I think his biggest strength is EQ, because I think players like him and respond to him.
Yes. And ideally you merge both. You've got a guy that understands both. You've got Kyle Shanahan, who does a really good job at both, right?
Yes.
But those guys are hard to find, because a lot of the guys that are into the X's and O's and the offensive geniuses are not normally functioning human beings.
Right. Yes.
You said weird? Yeah, right. I think myself. That's basically what you got. So it's when you've got that marriage, it's a great thing to have.
Yes. Yeah. Now, it's
which is not to say that Nick Sirianni doesn't understand football, right? Like, we're not going
right, but there's a level of it, though. There's a level.
Of course.
You know,
course.
I'm such a believer in that guy, that coach, that, and only because I spent so much time with Andy, because he had both.
Yeah.
Like Andy had both, and I believe that you need, like, Ben Johnson to me is a great coach. Like I watching what he do with Caleb from training camp on. I
Yeah.
mean, my man is he's a great coach, man. He just knows how to teach it, and he knows how to be the play caller.
Yeah. Which is interesting though, because during the process, the previous couple of years before he went to Chicago, there were some interviews that didn't go well. I mean, go back to Washington, and
yeah.
it did not go well. Now, and I've had conversations with people down there, and I go, look, what do you think? Like, which way would this have gone? And a lot of people say, I don't know. I just think if it got to, like, it never got to the point where Josh was going to put his foot down and say, I want this guy. But I know that the people underneath him that he interviewed with were kind of like really thrown off, who thought that, oh yes, offensive genius, but not the guy that can relate to players. Now that he's in that role in Chicago, we see he certainly has that part of things as well.
Yeah. I was actually going to say that looking at the Mannion press conference yesterday, again, very, very compelling, very professional. I think it was really fascinating to hear him talk about the blend, right? He kept using this as a term. Like he was like, it's the blend. This is what it's going to be. And, he talked a little about the O-line and just thinking about, Chris Cooper, who's got to step into Jeff Stoutland's, role.
Right.
Is is that an impossible task to be the guy who's got to follow Stoutland University? Or do you think he's got it in him to, especially as an O-line that's getting older quickly?
Impossible with the fan base. Because I think the fan base, has a certain view of Jeff Stoutland, as an infallible offensive line coach. And to be able to work with a guy like Mekhi Becton, just one example of many, and get the best out of him to help develop Jordan Mailata, obviously, at the left tackle spot. Like, these are the things that are going to win over a fan base. Was he the perfect offensive line coach? Like, were there things schematically that could have gone, or maybe day-to-day sideline in-game type stuff that maybe could have gone a little bit better? You would get some people inside that building within the last couple of years say, yeah, he could have done that. So for Cooper to come in and work inside the building and those dynamics, I guess, I think you sort of reset it and do it your own way. He's a highly respected guy. It's not like he's coming in with no experience. So he's just gonna have to do it his own way and figure out a way to work with the offensive coordinator and get that part of things flowing.
Yeah.
Is it the weirdest thing that like Philadelphia is the only place where like the offensive line coach is sort of like deified? Like, I don't know. That's such a strange. The fact that they even asked that question.
The fact that they know who he is. You go to a lot of towns, they don't know who the O-line coach is. Like, they're plugged in here in a different way.
Yeah, the Jason Kelce factor is huge there, right?
Yeah.
Just because of everything that he was and is still, and everything that he has said about Stoutland in the past. I mean, the image of Kelce telling Stout when the clock went zeros in Tampa that he was done, and you see the reaction on Stoutland's face, and just the respect and the love between those two. That was the microcosm of the whole thing to me when just watching those two interact there at the end.
And let's face it, like, you got mail out on a introduction, say Stoutland University.
Yeah.
Like that, all that stuff goes with, and he's a great dude. Like, he's also got a great personality. Like, I love Stout. I love the guy. Like, Staten Island, like, he's got that way about him.
Yeah. I don't follow him on social media, but I've had some clips sent to me, him making the you see the one of him making the clams?
Yes.
Making the clam sauce, the legendary clam sauce.
Yeah.
I mean, that's gonna buy you some
Some
on top of what you're doing on the
that buys
field.
you
That's gonna
goodwill
buy
in
you
this
some
area.
stuff. Yeah,
He's the best.
seriously.
I mean, he's cool. He's cool as can be, man. I love the guy. My brother, we love you.
Hold on, time out. I got a question. So was Meg coming in just to pump some soccer, and she just was just incredibly ready to talk Eagles as well?
No, Meg is a frequent co-host of ours who knows 4 for 4 better than anybody. 5 for
Okay.
5 with soccer. And,
Right.
so she's saying we may get to World Cup, but I prefer Phillies, Eagles, Sixers.
Mike,
Flyers.
she's got a notebook with beautiful penmanship with all kinds of notes on the press conferences.
I have no doubt. There's no question in my mind that she does. I can't believe this is the first time that we've crossed paths on the show here.
I know. Well, I've been coming on to promote all the 2026 things, not just FIFA World Cup, but as you know, we're having kind of a big year here with MLB and 250. So we've been I've been lucky enough to be a guest here many times, and as we've come on, it's just that there's been a lot of great sports stuff to talk about, so it kind of bleeds in.
Well, we're also on a text chain.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Me, Meg, and Pat.
You took the words out of my mouth. I was going to tell you to start a group text, but
Let's do that.
I don't think I have you.
We're going to add you to the mix, okay?
Okay. Deal.
Right? We're going to add you to that mix.
Are we complaining about like balls and strikes and
Everything.
managerial moves? Is that what that is?
I mean, it could be anything.
Anything. I mean,
Because I got a lot of those threads too.
Yeah.
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 McClune will just launch something, and it's like you could be in the middle of something totally different. He's like, "That's the worst call ever by that guy."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't even know. Okay. I'm like, then I have to figure out what we're watching. I'm like in the middle of like doing something. I'm like, what game is happening currently?
Yes, right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been there.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm like trying. I'm like, okay, like I'm sure you're right, Pat.
Yes.
She's the greatest.
Oh man.
She's the greatest.
It's a fun chain. You must join.
Okay. All right. I may turn the alerts off. That doesn't mean I'm not paying attention.
No.
Turn the alerts off.
You listen.
And
You got to work. Your phone is
Yeah.
your portal. So we get it.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
I love
All right,
it.
brother. Have a
I
great
love
time down the shore. All right.
You got it. Happy
Love to the
Memorial Day
girls.
weekend, everybody. Stay safe.
All right.
Thanks,
Sounds
brother.
good.
Here
Great to
he
see you,
is,
Mike.
the great Mike Garafolo, NFL Network. Yeah, we got to get him and VG on that chain.
Yeah, Mike and I are 1 year apart at LaSalle, so we were all in the same
That's
time
cool.
frame.
And Steelski was 2 years ahead.
Well, he's actually a couple more years ahead than us. He's 4.
He's 4. Okay.
He's 4. Right. Mike's 98, I think,
Yeah,
from
somewhere
LaSalle. 03, so 5 years, and he was back. But I took Com 206 in LaSalle University's communications department in let me think, fall of 2011.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Mike.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
Would you ever teach?
I did. I taught for 2 years at the University of Maryland. I was.
Did you really?
I did. I went to grad school. I was after I went on when I did my grad work at the University of Maryland. I was on fellowship. I taught my way through.
Oh,
I
that's
paid.
awesome.
Yep. Taught.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I did a year at LaSalle. I should be on this text chain.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did my first year there.
Then you went to Penn?
No, that was like, I just wanted to move away. So I
Yeah.
went to IUP.
Oh, right.
I was
Then
gonna
you went
say,
to I
yeah.
forgot.
Then I dropped out of law school. Then I went to Penn.
Right. That's right. I forgot. All right. We love our Rothman doctors. It's so much fun to talk to them every other week where we get some insight into the injuries. And look, we're always about being active, and I'm always getting hurt and trying to do something. And it's great to have Rothman at our disposal. So let's welcome to the program. And by the way, Jules too. Dr. Robert Franks joins us on the Xfinity Mobile call-in line. Good morning, Doc. Oh, Doc, you're on mute, buddy.
There we go.
How are you, Doc? Happy
I'm
Memorial
doing great.
Day
How are you?
weekend.
Happy Memorial Day.
Yeah. What do you got? You got any plans?
As soon as we're done, we're going to head down the shore with everybody else and fight the traffic.
Oh, that's beautiful. What's your shore point, Doc?
Believe it or not, I'm one of the Delaware guys. Grew up in the Jersey Shore, but one of the Delaware guys now.
Nice. Where
Yeah.
which Jersey Shore did you grow up at?
Wildwood. Yeah.
Oh, you're a
We
Wildwood
did summers
kid.
down there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Middle school, high school, everything.
Oh,
College.
that's awesome. So how did you feel when the summer started? Were you like, at least we got action, or you hated it?
Hey, I love when the summer starts. I love it. I mean, the good news about Delaware is we're open all year round for the most part. So it's all the bars are open, all the restaurants are open. It's great.
Oh, that's fantastic.
You were okay with the Shoebies?
Day
Come on.
trippers.
Come on. Come on.
Between the Shoobies and the Canadians.
Yeah.
Because all the Montreal,
Yeah.
there was a lot of
Oh, yeah.
Canadians would come down from Montreal.
Yep, a lot of Canadians down there for sure. For sure.
That's wild. All right, Doc, let's talk sports hernia today. And we know
Okay.
what kind of warriors that hockey players are. The injury lists and the series, like really tough injuries after the Flyers run was crazy. Owen Tippett starts it with that sports hernia, which was pretty nasty. Tell us about just the idea of the sports hernia. I remember I first heard it with McNabb years ago when Donovan had it.
Yeah. So a sports hernia is a little bit different than the traditional hernia. All right. So that's one of the reasons that we've kind of changed the name. So sports hernia used to be going by the name sports hernia, athletic pubalgia, sportsman hernia, Gilmore's groin. All those are the same thing. And it used to confuse people because they used to think it would be traditional hernia you had with your primary doctor, the turn your head and cough type hernia. The bottom line is this is an actual injury to the muscles and the tendons that are down in the groin area. And it's generally a tendonitis, which is an inflammation of tendon, leads to what's called a tendinosis, which is kind of like a breakdown, scarring down of the tendon, and then it can actually tear. And that's where the abdominal tendons, the obliques and the rectus, meet the adductor tendons, and they sit right on the front of the groin. So if you think about the way a hockey player skates or a soccer player kicks, that's why they're one of the top 1 and 2 of the athletes who end up getting these injuries.
Is there like how serious? Like could be internal bleeding? Like that was part of what happened with him? Is there any of that comes with it?
The thing is, I only know because we don't take care of the Flyers themselves, and I only know from what I've read in the media. But generally, when it comes to a sports hernia, or what we now call a core muscle injury, it's usually pain in the groin. It could be pain with coughing or sneezing. You're trying to do like a sit up and you resist. It hurts. Skating hurts. Kicking hurts. Can it bleed the tissue itself? It can, especially if it's acute. Like people will come in and we'll see some bruising down in the groin area. But most of the time, these are more an over time injury versus an acute injury.
Got it.
It's because of the chronicity of what they do. You think about a soccer player, they're kicking again and again and again. And the kids today, they're going 12 months a year. So there is no break to this tissue.
Yeah, it's funny, man. We talk about specialization all the time. I got 2 young athletes, 2 kids, and between baseball and the elbow injuries and soccer and you're working those muscles all year around. Like that's why I always thought, I'm curious just from your overall view, that specialization, especially for young athletes, wasn't great.
Yeah, I mean, I've written and have worked with a lot of people nationally in terms of specialization. The literature is clear. Our athletes who are elite athletes, and even the USOPC and a lot of the professional organizations, recommend multiple sports, and because you're using multiple skill sets, multiple areas of biomechanics, multiple areas of strengthening versus specializing early. And the literature in sports is clear that the athletes who are elite do better. And if you look at the NFL and you look at a lot of our elite athletes, they were playing 2 sports up until the time they either got to college, and some of them even played 2 sports in college and then kind of decided to specialize. So we're doing it a little too early, and we're not following the rules of when the break should be there, when the actual rest period should be, pitch counts, and they're all out there. The problem is there's so many different leagues and so many different teams. One's not following the other, and it's the athlete that ends up putting on the mileage, the number of throws, so on and so forth. And then we don't realize how much they've done until they come in. We're doing office hours now, and if you look down our list, baseball is every other or every 3rd patient right now.
Wow. I see it. I mean, and plus the way it's built, and I'm sorry to go off on a tangent, but I'm fascinated by this. we have these tournaments, right? So we play these travel tournaments.
Yeah.
And, it's not good playing 5 and 6 games in a weekend because kids are just throwing. And, we do our best as coaches not, really adhere to pitch counts. But you're running through kids. It's not healthy. And when you're throwing them that much, it's not good. The tournament thing, I think is just not smart the way it's all set up. And if they played 3 games, spread them out over the week, or 4 games over the week, it's better than cramming all in the weekend tournament.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. On my way down to Delaware, this afternoon, I'm going to pass 2 big multi-field sites. They will be packed for this weekend. And the problem is it not only the volume and not only the same mechanics, but the immature athlete is completely different than the mature athlete. They're not, we say they're not little adults. They're not. And their growth plates, which is their weak spot in a lot of the sports, end up taking the brunt of the problem. And I talk to parents and I feel for them because I get it. If they don't play, they don't play. You know what I mean? So the bottom line is you end up not finding out something's a problem because the growth plate is where the bone turnover is for them to get bigger and stronger.
Yeah.
Also, the weak spot. So they don't end up coming in till it's already probably too late because now we have bony involvement that just takes so much longer to get better.
I read this piece. I thought it was so smart. It was about Manchester United and their academy program. And they would study because we grow in spurts. We have the kids grow in spurts. They would see when they're on a spurt, and then they would shelve the kid and make sure, because that's when, like you're saying, they're most vulnerable to injury.
Absolutely. And there's actually a website called Stop Sports Injuries. It's called Stop Sports Injuries, and it will list for you every sport and most positions and tell you kind of at 9 years old, this is what they should be throwing, and this is the number. At 13, this is the types of throws, this is the number, how many days of rest. And the literature is out there. And the problem is people don't really
awesome.
Look.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's made for professionals and coaches and people just in the public to go read and just print it off and take it with them.
I think it's fantastic. Doc, at some point, I'd love to sit and have a longer conversation about this because this is invaluable. I mean,
I'd be happy to do that. We see mostly teenagers and pediatrics, at least in my practice, and I'd be happy to do that.
Oh, thank you, Doc. I really appreciate it. You're so insightful and you're so helpful. And I coach, a couple different sports, and I'm real involved. And we need guys like you. We need people like you guiding us, doing the right things.
I'm happy to do that because that would try and keep some of our kids out of the office because I feel bad when they're in with me. They're not doing what they want to do. So part of what we really try to focus on when we're in the office is, all right, we know the injury's here. How do we prevent it next time? Because we're going to not only just rehab you, but we're going to look at your mechanics. We're going to make you do a throwing program so that we know that we've adjusted everything. We have you all tuned up. But we also tell you, you're going to grow, and that's going to change a little bit. So we try to get everybody on the same page so that we can try and keep you out of here.
You're awesome. Doc, God bless you. Doing God's work, man. You're fantastic. Thank you so much, man. We'll be in touch.
My pleasure. Happy to do it. Thank you.
You're awesome. Have a great weekend, Doc.
Have a great Memorial Day and good luck in the tournament. I will be on my way. Take care, guys.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you.
Dr. Franks joining us on the Xfinity mobile call line. Really insightful. Hey, Jules, I
gotta go. It's 10:45.
I know. My race is starting. Jules, so if you guys don't mind, indulge me.
I'm dying to see this.
This is exciting.
All right.
Live sports.
So
we're branching out. Do we have to do a live call? Is this
I think they have announcers.
Oh, great. Okay.
It's the rowing channel.
Oh,
right.
Excellent.
So Anthony's rowing in Tennessee right now. This is his race. I believe they're in the first row. It's national. So my wife warned us that it's not going to be. It might not be pretty.
Okay. She's setting low expectations.
Oh, maybe
Okay.
running a little behind.
So they are. She sent me the thing. They are Heat 1. They're JV 8, Heat 1, Lane 1. All right. So, Jules, you tell me what to do. I'm almost afraid to leave because I don't want to miss it. But should we just do a quick TO? All right, let's do a quick TO. All right. Knowing me, I'll go through it. I'll go and I'll get in trouble. I'll get like I always do. Let's take a quick TO and tell us about we'll tell you about our friends. Let's talk about Parks Casino, Street Road, Ben Salem, and all the great headliners and headlining, winning great dining and all kinds of stuff. All right? It's amazing. Make the night complete and stay at the beautiful new Parksview Hotel, just steps away from Parks Casino. Offers free shuttle service. Right now, here you go. New headliners, VG.
Ready.
Comedian Chris D'Elia, November 7th.
All right.
Comedian Michelle Wolf, December 8th.
Like it.
Roger Daltrey, September 25th.
From the Who.
Tommy Chong, September 21st. Classic soft rock, Meg with America, October 31st. Gene Simmons, July 24th.
You can't get two things further apart than that, but continue.
Comedian Ben Bax, August 22nd. And Magician Michael Carbonaro, September 19th. Tickets still available right now. Check it out, parkscasino.com. Parks Casino, Street Road, Ben Salem, exit off of 95, the PA Turnpike. Got to be 21. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Wawa's got tacos. Tacos. Oh, Wawa expanding its freshly prepared food lineup with new seasoned beef tacos available for a limited time. Built to deliver bold, craveable flavor in every bite. We're talking warm, soft tortillas filled with Wawa's savory, juicy, boldly seasoned beef, plus fresh toppings that you can customize your way. You got options too, from seasoned beef, chicken, steak, black beans, shredded cheddar cheese. Pick up 2 spreads like salsa roja, garlic aioli, barbecue, ranch, buffalo, chipotle, and you top it off with shredded lettuce, salsa, fire-roasted corn, onions, or pickled jalapenos, all packed in a 6-inch soft flour tortilla, making it perfect handheld or on-the-go option. Seasoned beef tacos doesn't stop, all right? It's available across the full lineup, including burritos, bowls, and quesadillas, so you can mix and match and build the meal that fits your appetite. But don't wait. The lineup is only here for a limited time while supplies last. Next time you're at Wawa, grab a taco and find your new go-to order. All right, here we go.
All right.
This is the race. Do they have
Lane one
given
on the
by
left or the right?
Nutrier here? Like that is a 36. They are hammering on it. Direct with those entries, really trying to pinch those
Which one's
blades
it?
well behind them here and leverage, use their size. These guys these kids are massive, I swear to God. Next time I get in a bar fight, I know who I'm calling.
I love this guy.
Absolutely big
This is
dudes,
good.
right? And they are really using their size to their advantage here.
Coach Nate, don't let your kids go to the bar with Czar. Keep them out of there.
They got my back, though. They got my back. They're good dudes.
We got Langley here. We got a nice battle here behind them. Nutrier, they're in front. They're not solidly in front, though. I mean, it's a length. It's a closed length here. These other crews aren't just letting them have their way with it.
They're still in contact.
Nice
yeah.
surge from Langley here in lane 4. Lower Marion, yeah, you name it. Everybody's kind of in there. St. Augustine falling off just a bit there, but still in contact.
So they got to be.
Who do you like in this
top
next second
on the right.
500, right? Like we're watching the boats kind of coming in with speed right here. Who do you feel is bringing that speed to this last 500?
I think Langley's got the momentum on their side. They also have a
they're
bucket in the boat
falling.
and a starboard stroke seat. They've got a lot of fun variables that I love to see. So
I
I'm
kind of
gonna
like
be rooting
Lower
for that.
Marion. I think Lower Marion, again, they heard you, man. They heard you. They're like, oh, really? You like that, huh? Well, how about this?
Coming up on the side.
Going back and forth there, duking
Man,
it
oh,
out.
man, that is tight.
And
That is
Bethesda
tight.
Chevy Chase needs to stay locked onto that battle here. We've been talking about it a little. A lot of these, lane 5, lane 4 cruises, kind of outside near shore ones, have been getting in these battles and just kind of pushing themselves up into the front.
Yeah. This course, we come down here, our crew comes down here for spring training, and we get to row the course. I can't say
That's not
I've seen
Tennessee.
anything that necessarily has an advantage lane-wise.
No, I wouldn't
It's
say
no
so either.
Schuylkill.
It's
It
kind
can
of
be a bit of
It's
happenstance
kind of
between
all the green
the
around.
seating, some crews petitioning in, trying to get a little geographic diversity with it.
it looks
Langley
like
making a nice push here.
Yeah.
I think that
Lush,
Lower Marion got
green.
the better of them there for a little bit
Beautiful.
as we got to the middle of the third 500, but Langley really starting to push here. And BCC also raising rate.
Yeah, New Trier's
Man,
gonna.
oh boy,
They're just not walking away with it. This Langley boat was
Yeah, it
point
doesn't look
less than
great.
0.7 ahead of Bethesda Chevy
They
Chase
warned
in the
us, they were
Stotesbury
like,
Cup Finals.
yeah,
These
they
crews
both
have seen
sent
each
the
other.
outing
Another
reports.
Stotesbury grudge match, just like
Yeah.
we had in the last girls' race.
I'm just learning
And
about
right now,
It's
it's
an
BCC with the momentum on their side.
This is
Real
an
upright,
incredibly
punchy
competitive
style
sport.
here
Yes.
from Lower Marion.
Possibly
Really getting
one
on
of
that
the
front
top
end with
three
those legs,
competitive high
boys.
school
Not much
sports
send through
in
with
the
the
United
shoulders, but
States,
that's
around
all
the
right. The
world,
legs
too.
feed the beast. Here they
It's
go.
unbelievable.
Find
Yeah,
a
I
few.
didn't know.
That's classic
man.
boys eights. Get it in, get it on. Just hit it.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well, I keep saying,
Boy, they
dude,
made it
you
through.
know,
I-
off the edge.
All
Yeah,
four
I was like,
boats will
oh,
make
yeah.
it. They're all going to make it through
If he's
there,
good at
and
this-
they had a good one.
BCC.
There'll get to be a
was
point where they're gonna
length,
say, Anthony,
not
you
on
gotta
quite a
pick.
length, about a half a
This is
length
gonna be
down
brutal.
there with
already-
Lower
yeah,
Marion
fucking
and
see.
Langley
I
with
bet
like
they are. If he's that good,
Sure,
Three,
probably going to the
400
last
to go,
500. Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
that's
yeah.
college.
That's good college.
That's good
academic wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seat of the New Trier boat showing some
Yeah.
good sportsmanship there, acknowledging his competitors.
It's over.
This game ain't easy.
All right, not
It's
bad.
not for the faint of
14,
heart, that's
13.
for sure, right?
All right. There it was. Jules, thanks for that, Jules.
Great job, Jules.
Yeah.
Like, I love the PIP you had going. And I could say, shout out to the announcers.
They were good.
Very good.
They were.
They had a lot of information. They
Yeah.
were very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Coach talking about bringing the big kids to a bar fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
He can handle himself.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want him in a spot,
Yeah.
but, you know.
That's right.
Uh,
No encouragement.
we appreciate that. Thanks, guys, for indulging me in that. Let's do this. Let's take quick TO. We're going to bring the bro in. We got Love Philly, TV Todd, Danny D. So we got plenty of stuff to do. But first, a word from our friends.
All right, folks, it's Financial Literacy Month, and I've got something that's going to help you off the field. Teaching your kids how to handle money, so important. And if you're a TrueMark Credit Union member, you've got a fantastic opportunity to help your kids and teens learn to earn, save, and spend wisely with a free Greenlight account. Now, Greenlight isn't just any app. It's a game changer for your kids, whether they're setting savings goals, learning how to track their spending, or even getting their allowance. It's all right there at their fingertips. And get this, each kid gets their own debit card. That's right. They can make their own purchases, learn how to budget, and build real-world money skills while you stay in control from your phone. You get peace of mind. They get the chance to make smart, responsible choices with their money. So if you're looking for a way to teach your kids some financial plays this Financial Literacy Month, we can't recommend this enough. It's like training for life's biggest game. So head over to TrueMark.com Greenlight, get all the details and sign up today, and don't miss a chance to set your kids up for financial success. TrueMark Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA and is an equal opportunity lender, NMLS 404938. Elkin Chevrolet, run by three brothers, real brothers, local guys, great guys. And right now, they're lining up deals that are very hard to beat. They got a huge inventory of Chevy trucks and SUVs, everything people actually want to drive. Equinoxes, Trailblazers, Tahoe Suburban, Silverados. And the prices, well, they're going to move fast. If you've been thinking about it, now's the time. Whether it's getting to a game, getting to work, or just getting out of town for a bit to maybe watch the Sixers or Flyers play, you'll drive off in the perfect ride at the perfect price. And here's the thing. This isn't just a one-and-done kind of place. These are the guys you go back to again and again because they treat you right. No runaround, no games, no haggling, no hassles, just real people, real deals. Elkin Chevrolet, real brothers, real deals, and a whole lot of honking good service going on. Super easy to get to. Route 73 South in Marlton. Elkin Chevrolet.
All right. Welcome back. My wife said, Anthony looks so sad. That's a shame. Listen, those kids are one of the best in the country. It's Nashville. So, I said, look, don't worry about it. By the way, time now for our Evans Pest of the Week. Let me throw this one at you guys. How about Harden?
Always.
Yeah.
Right?
Always an excellent choice.
Choker.
Yeah. All we wanted are the Knicks
Right.
to go away, and this guy can't help with
Can't
that.
do it.
No.
Not gonna do it.
No.
And it's so tired. I feel like James Harden is just
I know.
tired.
I know.
It's a tired storyline.
Everything about it's tired.
Everything.
He
It's
looks
like,
tired.
He looks tired.
Or you could also have done pests of the week, plural, and that celebrity row of the garden.
Oh. Ooh.
Right? A lot of bugs, a lot of
It's
bed bugs. there.
random. Yes.
A lot of bed bugs going on that spot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
All right. Time now. Should we go to Love Philly first and then go to the bro? How you want to do it, Jules? Okay. All right. Sounds good. Let's go to the bro, talk some Phillies. Bro is down the shore.
Down the shore.
Well, where else would he be? It's Memorial Day weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
He like all the who's.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
this.
like-
Oh,
He's down the shore.
He on a dock, getting ready to go on a yacht.
I was like, look at that flag waving
Yeah.
at the background.
Yeah.
God bless
So
America.
Being the consummate professional that I am, I ducked behind the seawall here. Just got out of breakfast there because a nice little corned beef hash omelet with all the kids, pancakes, bacon. It was a good
Where'd
time.
you go?
It's called Pirates Cove. It's in Brigantine. I've never done Brigantine before, but
Oh,
here we are.
interesting.
That's Tucci's spot.
Yeah.
Brigantine's awesome.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
texted our friend Sal Tunis. We might meet up.
Oh, nice. Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
You
All
got the
right,
busiest
buddy.
person in Philadelphia with you today. Hey, Meg.
Is there water right there? I just see you.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I love that look, man.
Yeah, I tried to cut down the wind and duck in this little cove here.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Should meet up with Tooch. His house is right near there. Right near the
Oh,
cove.
awesome.
He goes
Yeah,
to
I'm
the
gonna
cove
be-
all the time.
Nice. It was good.
He's a covesman.
All right.
He's
Yeah.
always at the cove.
It was a good breakfast.
Yeah, he knows everybody there. The whole
Yeah.
island.
Yeah, it's
He's like
great
the
down
mayor.
here.
He's like the mayor from
Outs-
Jaws.
Outside the weather. The weather stinks right now, but it's gorgeous.
Oh, poor you.
Yeah, he's just
Weather.
looking at the beach. The ocean right now.
Oh, you, Jamie.
Never a bad day at the beach.
Yeah, you're smelling
Yeah.
the sea. I'd give anything to smell the sea. You know what I
Yeah.
smell?
10th
10th
Street.
Street.
Yes.
By the way, Ant,
Exactly.
that was awesome to watch little Ant in the race.
Oh, thanks,
know what?
brother.
I came up in a crew family, so that was cool. Those announcers were awesome. It was my sister rode at nationals, so
Oh,
that was cool
really?
to watch. Yeah. She's been
I
on
didn't
the-
know
on
that.
river. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I knew nothing
So
about
that was
the
really cool.
sport. Yeah.
It's the last book I read. There haven't been many of them. Was The Boys on the Boat. I finally got around to reading. So I've read a couple of crew books too. It's good subject matter.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So we got a weekend series with the Tribe. Sanchez back on the mound. How'd you feel? Lost their first series under Donnie Baseball. How big
Yeah,
of
I
an
guess it
issue
had to-
was Nola?
I mean, Nola's cooked. It's over. That's a sunk cost contract. The first thing I was thinking about with Aaron Nola though is the Gage Wood acceleration program. Are they trying to accelerate him as a potential? Maybe I thought originally bullpen piece come September, but they may be thinking 5th starter, 6th starter in September. That he skipped
I don't
right
know,
over
dude,
Jersey.
because you got innings. Like, there's an innings worry. So if he's going to come up, I still think it's bullpen because you got and you have innings to worry about with Painter too.
Yeah, but Nola's given you Taiwan Walker numbers over the last year. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like 6 ERA. It's I don't know. He looks done.
He does. I just worry about innings, especially with a
I
Gage
know.
Wood. Like
They're gonna have to
I
trade for
see him more as
somebody.
a bullpen piece.
I mean, his ERA versus people versus fastball this year hitting 427. OPS with runners on bases over 1,000 against him.
Yeah, he's throwing
He's a
meatballs.
problem.
Yeah.
Just
This is a problem.
Yeah,
It's a massive
It's a real problem. Yeah.
Well, I told VG before or maybe it was you. I was on with you, and we were talking. I go, the Reds, like, they're all bad matchups, but anytime you got lefties, oof.
Well, this kid on Sunday for the Guardians has like a 2.3 ERA left-hander, young kid. So he's going like 7 scoreless, 2-hit ball or something with 8 Ks. Just get ready for it.
Oh yeah, because they haven't
Just
seen
8 Ks.
there's no book on them. Anytime you get a lefty with no book, there's a problem.
You just have to hope that Harper or Schwarber get lucky because nobody else is doing anything.
Schwarber back in the lineup. I know he was sick the last couple days.
Yeah, he had a Schwarber Hero event last night, and he said he feels good and ready to go.
All right. We got Sanchez, Wheeler.
Yeah. Me and Corey were talking about this the other day, and you throw those two in any series, you can go toe-to-toe with anybody. You just have to hope that the offense is not a disaster that evening. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the only thing that worries the Cleveland, the only thing that worries me, I mean, obviously Ramirez, but I like the kid Chase DeLauder is good.
He's having a nice year.
He's a lefty. And so I don't have to worry about it with Sanchez. I don't worry about anybody with Wheeler. But,
Do you have any sense on how they're going to play this series? Because tomorrow's going to be a rainout, right? I can't. This has got to be Cleveland's only visit.
Oh, yeah.
Here. So, are they going to double? You're looking at, and they got to go west, right? So, are they going to try to double? They're going to do a double header?
I would love a double header Sunday,
and then put them on this plane out to the West Coast? Or is it like they're going to have to find an off day?
I guess Cleveland's close enough. You can probably find an off day in New York or Boston or something.
Yeah.
You know what? I forget. I didn't see the weather. So tomorrow's a
washout.
Tomorrow's bad.
Tomorrow's bad. I mean, it's gonna rain Sunday morning too, but it should be. They think they'll get the game in Sunday afternoon. But tomorrow, a 4:05 start. I mean, they're talking about down 3 inches,
really,
up to 3 inches of rain or something like that. It's not.
And then
not pleasant.
Wheeler's going to be off his regular rest at that point too, if that happens. So that's something to monitor because he usually hasn't been himself on those situations.
You know what's nuts? I'm just looking at the weather now. It's going to be 55 degrees tomorrow.
Correct.
Yeah. It's like cold
Happy
down
Memorial
here
Day
now.
weekend.
Oh my God! And then it's going to rain Monday too. They said.
Yeah. Then look at Tuesday.
Yeah.
80 and
perfect.
Tuesday.
We have 13 kids in this house. A rain out is disaster zone.
Jamie, that sounds awful.
Movie day.
You know what I was looking up actually? The Showboat in AC has a huge kids arcade with like go-kart, mini golf, arcade games, and all this stuff. So we might do that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the move. I would do that.
Yeah,
you got to tire
gotta
13
get them out.
kids out. What's the age range on this?
4 to 12.
Jeez, that's a spread.
Yeah.
What are the boy-girl ratios?
I think it's like 8 or 9 girls and 4 or 5 boys.
Okay, so there's going to be some screaming, some tackling, some definite squealing, hair pulling. Yeah,
a lot of squealing
awesome.
at brunch.
Actually,
the people around
you
us
might want to hide behind that seawall for the next couple days.
I'm gonna go get a 6-pack and sit here.
Yeah, exactly. You got it. Have a Surfside, enjoy it. That's right. I'm just gonna sit in this rain. You have no idea. It's cleansing.
It's great. It's great.
There we go.
Yeah, that's great. All right, brother. Listen, have fun, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
Yeah, everybody have a great Memorial Day out there, and thanks for having me on, cuz.
Oh man, I love seeing the wind. Like, I wish I was down there. Looks great. Even though
you drive down there, you're going to be over there babysitting kids. So don't make any.
Yeah, I'm gonna go crack a beer probably in the next half hour.
Yeah, do it. Go for it. Go
You're
for it, Rob.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
All right, buddy.
See
you,
See
bro.
ya.
There he is, the bro down in Brigantine. All right, we'll do what's our back in the day moment, homie.
Oh, it's my favorite. We've done it before, but I have to do it every Memorial Day.
Okay, good.
Yeah, a little beach throwback. And today would be a perfect day for it, actually, too.
Okay.
Hey, baseball news, though. Aiden Miller, they're saying, has resumed light baseball activities.
Maybe, come August, September.
Bohm stays hot. Bohm, actually, Gavin Williams, they faced tonight. Bohm's 3 for 3 off him. Trey's 3 for 6. So if you want to play some prop bets, maybe they're your two guys tonight.
But who's pitching for Cleveland?
Gavin Williams, right?
Is he
tonight?
Huh?
He's tonight.
Yeah, I think so.
So Gavin Williams tonight against Sanchez. All right, let's go back in the day.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a right-hander. He's got a lot of chase rate. high whiff rate, but if you hit the ball hard, if you get the barrel on it, it's got a hard hit
73
rate.
strikeouts and 61 in the third innings for Gavin Williams.
Yeah. Got a huge chase and whiff rate going on.
Sounds right up.
We're going back.
So what, you want to go bold?
Back.
No.
We're going back. We're going back. Back in the day with True Mark. Oh, yeah. Nothing said summer like these commercials.
Oh my God.
Yeah, baby.
Yes.
Ancient baronial
Speaking of
hall,
bringing team.
and things behind glass walls are waiting
Scary mind.
just for
You
you.
remember this?
No.
Believe it or not,
The British
you'll see a
Castle?
living headless woman and other living
idea.
things.
Oh, it's so scary.
From
when
dungeons
kids come-
and
It's scary
torture
right now.
chambers
I'm 45 years old. What are you talking about? Kids. Nobody needs
Brigantine
that.
Castle. It's
You don't
alive.
remember this?
No.
They were the best commercial.
No.
But that Brigantine Castle was up into the 90s,
I don't know
right?
when it burned down. It was always on UHF, whatever channels, like 29, 17.
Yeah.
29 and 17 with the UHF channel.
You don't remember that?
I don't.
What? You don't remember the Brigantine
At
Castle
all. At all.
Wow.
Well, the fire was 87.
Okay.
I was 6.
87, yeah.
Yeah, that should have been scary. That would come on like
I
after
really wasn't-
cartoons.
I
Yeah,
really
but she wasn't
watching
watching.
it on
Oh.
the, on the TV at that point.
No wrestling. You weren't watching Saturday
No,
afternoon
sorry, that
wrestling.
was not it. Yeah, not it.
Not a 6.
No,
All right.
no,
Shout
not
out for Love Philly. Philadelphia doesn't pretend. Philadelphia is. It's not just the title Love Philly. It's a feeling. It's a heartbeat. A city that never asked for permission to be itself. That's us, right? That's our personality. Philadelphia doesn't pretend. Philadelphia is. And now in 2026, the world comes back to Philadelphia. Not just to remember, but to celebrate. The show isn't just about what's happening. It's about who we are while it's happening. Because Philadelphia isn't a backdrop. It's a character. It's the voice that tells it like it is. The guy at the end of the bar who doesn't sugarcoat a thing. It's the family that's been on the same block for generations. It's the artist, the athlete, the builder, the believer. It's the lifer, the dreamers, the grinders. It's all of us. And that's what Love Philly's about. We're going to sit with people that make this place go. The ones who built it, the ones carrying it, the ones pushing it forward. The legends who left their mark. Not just the championships, not just the headlines, but the moments in between. The way the city shows up for itself, the way it refuses to be anything other than real. And through it all, we're going to remind ourselves and show the world what Philadelphia is. It's not just a stereotype. It's not a punchline. It's a foundation. It's a force. It's a city that gave birth to a nation and never stopped building. So as the country turns 250 and the spotlight finds Philadelphia again, this is our moment to tell the story the right way. Not polished, not filtered, real, authentic, proud. Because this city just doesn't rise to the occasion. It defines it. This is Love Philly. Love Philly, thanks to Wawa. Love Wawa. Thanks, Wawa. We love it. All right. Plenty to get to. Still got TV Todd. And we got Danny D, the AD, as we get our Love Philly.
TV Todd better be loaded. This is a weekend we need TV Todd.
Well, this is TV Todd.
He better-
Lids for these
yeah,
weekends.
he better be
It's
ready
not
to go.
Hockey time, because he's my main hockey guy. But this is
He
his
better
weekend.
come hard. This is
He will. I got faith in my boy. Before we get to Todd, take us. What's going on? We are now
20 days from the opening of Fan Festival here in Philadelphia. And the opening match for FIFA World Cup, which is going to be Mexico versus the Republic of South Africa at Azteca in Mexico City.
Wow.
It's incredible. It's coming up really fast.
I know. We got to start doing primers. Like I need to do some primers.
Absolutely.
We got to do some of that stuff.
For sure. Obviously, for anybody that's watching, our How Do You Fan campaign is still up on our website, fwcphilly26.com. So that's where you can look at any of the teams, kind of get your background on them and like their fans and what they're doing. But it's going to be incredible. Our Lauren Lambrugo and Michael Delbane have been just tirelessly working on our fan festival planning with the city of Philadelphia for 2 years now, and it's really exciting. The build starts on Tuesday.
Wow.
Yes, which is going to be just an incredible. I'm so excited for people to finally see the fan festival because I think it will bring it to life for people in a way.
Yes.
But the team is just doing such a great job, and everyone is just working so tirelessly, so hard for this moment. And I think fan festival is going to be great. Everything at the stadium. If you haven't driven past Lincoln Financial Field. Philadelphia Stadium as of last Friday.
Philadelphia
Stadium.
Live, Philadelphia Stadium, the site of the World Cup.
That's exactly what they will say. And the Lincoln Financial Field signs have been covered to say FIFA World Cup.
Along with the A.J. Brown.
All of the scrims are coming down. That was not, there was no undertones. There's no message there. We had to take them all down. So just timing. But the transformation is underway.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Do you get nervous as we're getting closer?
I've been nervous for 6 years.
Yeah.
I've been nervous since 2019.
All right.
But, for me, I think that, and I was talking to my counterpart in Kansas City yesterday. We were texting, and we both said that there's a lot to be I don't want to say there's like a lot to be nervous about, right? We've had a great operations team. The plan is in place. Everything is coming down the home stretch. The volunteers are ready to go. Allison Grove has gotten them, that set up with 3,000 FIFA volunteers, more than 3,000 fan ambassadors helping, right? Like it's all coming together, right?
Yeah.
We just this week, Melissa Piccoli, Jonathan Todd have been working on the Mural Arts Philadelphia. We just had our first paint day. We were out at Pan American Charter on Wednesday, painting the mural for FIFA World Cup. So
very cool.
Really great. So like all of it's starting to come together. But at the end of the day, and this is probably my Irish fatalism in me, right? There's this moment where I wake up in the middle of the night and I go, is anyone coming? Like, right? Like, are we is anyone coming? Like, and you have this image. But I will say that Doug Hager of Brauhaus Schmitz had the perfect antidote to that because he said the same thing. Like, he's like, I have a similar fear. He said, but then he's like, when I doze back off, it's like I wake up and I'm in sheer terror. And I said, why? Like, what is your thing? He goes, what if everyone comes?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I'm like, okay.
That's a Doug thing.
That's a Doug thing, right? Doug,
Yeah.
what if
Doug
everyone
would say that?
Yeah. But I appreciate that because but I think it's it's healthy to be nervous. It's that good adrenaline. It's that good anticipation. And again, I mean, for me, it's, my role is just trying to keep the vibes high and make sure people stay excited. But the real work is being done at 1900 Market by the team. Dan and Michelle have been leading this effort since the beginning. It's their vision that management's executing. And, we hope that it will be something that will make Philadelphians proud.
I'm sure it will.
Well, thanks for that easy confidence, guys.
I'm
sure it will.
I do. I listen, I may be a huge Meg fan, but, there's a reason. And I think I've been through over this last year and a half. I've interviewed everybody on your staff. Like, you guys are a great team, like an A-list team. I know this thing will be a home run.
Yeah.
I know you guys care so deeply, will show Philadelphia in its best light.
Well, and I think that's the part, right? I mean, when you have Dan Hilferty and Michelle Singer, who have been the civic stewards of so many major events for the city of Philadelphia, leading, you are already, leaps and bounds ahead in terms of mission alignment, right? Because it is about the city. And at the end of the day, it's, I'm a very small cog in a very big wheel, but to your point, it's an A team. right?
It is.
And, Lauren Lambrugo, Tim Wilson, Melissa Piccoli, right? We've got, great project manager in Sia McCabe. We've got Shauna Crosley on stewardship with Sophia Cochinata. We've got Jackie DeLallo, who's, our office, the corraller of chaos is what I call her. As, she's managing all the things that are coming around. Bassam Adwala, Nancy Tucker, right? There's all of this group that is coming together to really try to make this happen. Allison Grove, I hope she's getting better. She had a shoulder surgery a couple weeks ago, so we're looking forward to having her back next week. But I mean, on the volunteer front, there's no shortage of people who care about this. And when you have a chief operations officer like Lauren Lambrugo, who is marshaling this in such a professional way, if there's anything that gives me confidence, right, it is that we have a great team and that it's a team that truly cares. And that's because it is Dan and Michelle and the board who have set the vision for that. And we've got a great board that includes tourism and hospitality leaders. It includes elected officials. It includes Jennifer Rodriguez from the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, Mark Coleman of Tactile Group, Stephen Scott Bradley. When you look at it, Don Smolensky, these are, this is a board of pros, right? And only can Dan Hilferty and Michelle Singer bring that together.
Yeah. No, I totally see it. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be
great.
Going to be awesome. We're going to take a quick TO. We'll come right back. This is his time. A rainy holiday weekend. There's the most important guest. It wasn't Mike Garafolo, right? It wasn't any of our guests during the week. We always have a lot of the A-listers. Most important guest, TV Todd. He's coming up next. But first, a word from our friends. BetPark Sportsbook, online casino app, also rainy day. Make downtime your fun time. So check the app out. There's going to be a host of baseball, right? Phil's tonight. They're a big favorite, you said, VG, with Sanchez on the hill.
Yeah, they were
kind of like the under.
186 now. It went down a little bit. They're
All right.
186.
All right. Well, Phil's an under. How about that? You can check that out. All your favorite casino games, the hot slots and the blackjack, roulette, craps, you name it. New casino customers get up to $500 bonus back in your first 24 hours, plus 250 spins on the soccer-themed slot game, Gold Trio Soccer. BetParks.com has all the details. You got to be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Now let's talk about Xfinity. We love our Xfinity. That's right. No, Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, where you can have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi and keep it the same price for 5 whole years. That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Wi-Fi that makes everything in your home work together. Finds and fixes problems before you notice them, like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a 6th sense. Let you stream the game even when the whole family's online. All your devices working in perfect harmony for 5 whole years. No annual contracts, no hidden fees. Xfinity's best equipment included. Take it from me, a lot changes in 5 years. Championships are won, records are broken. Kids grow bigger than you, right? But your Wi-Fi should stay reliable, and your price should stay put. Lock in your price. Unlock the possibilities with Xfinity. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Now, joining us, we need him, TV Todd.
Act like a man. You can't handle the truth.
It's time for TV time.
All right, no pressure.
Wow. I heard that intro. That's terrifying.
I know. Imagine being cuz with 12 kids, 13 kids, or bro.
Yes.
I was gonna say bro with the 13 kids down in Brigantine. Godspeed, brother.
Hey, can we talk about that for a second? Meg, I don't know how you don't remember that. That commercial scared me to death when I was a kid.
It scared me to death today. I don't, it doesn't get less scary with age. It actually becomes way worse.
Yeah,
When
listen,
you think that there were adults that were like, this is an excellent idea. Let's put a very creepy clown mime on television. What?
Yeah, let me tell
and
you
a sinister
something.
doctor.
Yeah, let me tell you something. When I was a kid and we would go to the shore, you know, when we were younger, we would always go to like the Margate area. But there was a night inevitably during the week where they'd be like, we're going to drive to Brigantine Castle tonight. And I would be sick to my stomach all day because I knew that this was going to be the scariest thing. I was terrified in there.
Oh my God. I have no recollection of this ever existing. Maybe I blocked it out. Maybe I'm having,
Do you remember?
maybe my little child brain, like it like has just blocked it from the fear.
Do you remember Dracula's castle in Wildwood?
Yes.
Okay.
I think part of it is that we were a family that went CIO south.
Right.
Right. So like if we went to the boardwalk, we went to Wildwood.
Right.
And we never went to Ocean City. I mean, we acted like Ocean City was like 100 miles away.
Okay.
Like it was weird. It's like
And Brigantine's on the
and
opposite
Brigantine's
side.
on the opposite side. Like that was just a totally like it could have been. It was a weird way that my parents operated, but it was like CIO was like as far as anybody went north.
Yeah.
Like once we were down the shore, and then like Wildwood was the boardwalk. So maybe that's why I don't know it. But I mean, I remember Dante's Inferno.
Yes.
On Wildwood Boardwalk.
Yeah.
That was one. I mean, I love the Wildwood Boardwalk.
Yeah.
Raging Waters.
Yeah.
So rest in peace.
Dante's
McCarthy.
Inferno, man. Yeah.
But like that was our go-to. But I'm just saying, like, I've never seen a commercial. Like again, I'm 45. Scary.
They must have just targeted stuff that we were watching.
Like,
you know what I mean? Like the wrestling on the weekends or
It's a scary movie.
food stuff.
Do you remember Dr. Shock?
Yeah.
Dude, I love Dr. Shock, Creature Double Feature. I lived for that on Saturdays.
Channel 17.
48.
48, yeah.
Yeah.
Dr.
Shock was,
like
I think
a
Shock was
scary double
17.
feature. Rainy Saturday, you watch Dr. Shock. Monster movies.
Oh my God. Shock was 17. Creature Double Feature was 48, I think.
Okay.
And oh my God, my Saturdays. But VG, to your point, I would watch wrestling in the morning and then creature movies all afternoon.
Yeah. Maybe some Stooges on a Sunday morning, maybe.
I never did Stooges.
Of course.
Yeah.
You don't do the Stooges?
No, I was out Stooges. I never liked Stooges.
okay, so I just want to say, given that was the full day of your watching, there's a reason I didn't see that
Yeah.
commercial.
Yeah.
Like you did. I think I need to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably watching
But
the Smurfs or something. But like,
Oh, that's classic. Well, big weekend for us, buddy. I hope you come like bearing gifts.
Yeah.
listen, I always come bearing gifts. It's just a matter of how we want to attack this, right? We're coming out of, Sixers, Flyers, playoffs, where we've been stockpiling some stuff. But I'm going to start off this week, and I'm going to be a little selfless here. I want to tell you about my new show that comes out on Memorial Day, which I'm telling you, this one of all the shows that I've done, and I've done some crazy shows, cuz this one is special. And I got to tell your audience about it. So it starts on Monday. It's a 4-part series that's going to air on Memorial Day, 2 parts on Memorial Day, and then 2 parts on Tuesday. And it's going to be on ID and HBO Max, and it's called The Many Lives of Benjamin Kyle. Ooh. And you got to hear. I'm not going to give out any spoilers. I never do, but I have to set the premise for you on this for this incredibly crazy docuseries. So this guy that you're looking at a picture of him right now, Benjamin Kyle, back in the mid 2000s. He was the subject of a very popular short film that was a big award winner at Tribeca Film Festival called Finding Benjamin. And the story is basically this. This guy in 2014 or so, no, I'm sure, no, but it wasn't 2014. I can't think of the year. He was found, wakes up one morning behind a Burger King dumpster in Indiana and has no idea who he is. Claims to have been harmed. And he wakes up and he has amnesia. And he becomes one of the only people who's on the missing persons list in the U.S. But of course, we see him. We know who he is. We just don't know who he is. And he doesn't know who he is. So they go at it and they try to figure out who this guy is. And Dr. Phil gets involved. And all these people get involved to try to figure out who this guy is. They couldn't figure out his past. So back in 2014 or so, this is how long I've been working on this. We started to do a docuseries to try to figure out who this guy was. And we're like, we can solve it. We got FBI, like we got David Doss, we know how to solve this, right? Along the way, we discover that we believe he is lying about amnesia and he's hiding a past and he's tricked the entire world. As we're figuring this out, he's on to us. So we have to start breaking the fourth wall because there's threats against our producers.
What?
And he starts getting actually weird. And there's allegations that he was involved in a Midwestern crime family. And we do solve it, but I'm telling you, this takes some crazy twists and turns.
So you got his real name?
Yes.
But no spoilers, right?
Right. See, they're promoting it as from the producers of The Curious Case of Natalia Grace, because we were the ones who solved the whole Natalia thing. And we don't really do a true crime show unless we can present a solution to the audience after taking you on a crazy roller coaster ride. And that's what this was. This was insane. And, dealing with it for 10 years or so, and the threats and the security issues and along the way, again, no spoilers, but along the way, we get involved in solving another murder, a cold case out in Indiana. I mean, this audience is going to love this.
TV Todd, you have delivered.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That sounds outrageous.
It's
So
really
what,
good.
First two parts Monday, next two Tuesday?
Yeah, 2 hours on Monday and 2 hours on Tuesday. Then the whole thing goes to HBO Max. You could binge watch it in 4 parts. And the press is going nuts over this. People Magazine, all the Hollywood Reporter, some people are saying that they like it even more than The Curious Case of Natalia Grace, which, I mean, I don't know how we top that, but hopefully we do. But I'm telling you, this one, like, my family has known about this show for a decade, and they've watched it, and they're dying for the audience to see this.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable. What a story.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And we never expected this when we started.
I kind of remember the Burger King dumpster. I kind of remember the story. I kind of remember a guy.
I missed the story, but now I'm in. I'm in on this.
Good.
So did it ever come out in the media, like, about this dude, or was it basically forgotten after the initial he comes back out?
It came out a little bit, not all the detail, but we were speaking at a Crime Con, which is a big convention of all the people who work in the true crime space, and a little bit got leaked from there. But for the most part, I think the audience is going to watch this completely fresh, and many people don't even know the original story where Dr. Phil and others went out there to try to solve who he was. So they're going to get this ride from the very beginning. I mean, it's really good. And again, we never break the fourth wall. We break the fourth wall. Our producers are in it. It's really pretty wild.
Damn.
I also have to say that the funniest part of this is that Dr. Phil tried to solve this. Like,
surprised he-
right. It also was like, and Dr. Phil tried. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh my
surprised he failed at
Yeah,
solving this
shocked.
case.
I'm shocked that like Dr. Phil didn't nail that.
Yeah, I can tell you a quick Dr. Phil story, just 5
Let's
seconds
do it.
here. So when I was working on the show Amish Mafia back in the day, the main characters on the show, like there's a Tony Soprano character and there's others, whatever. Lebanon Levi was his name. And Lebanon Levi was portrayed on the show as the head of the Amish Mafia. Now, we were very clear, if you watch the beginning of every episode, that a lot of what we did were recreations of these disputes between the Amish and the Mennonites, right? But everybody in the world, like, watched this straightforward as a reality series and loved it. And, a lot of it was real. But, clearly, like, we were recreating some of it for the audience, as you do on every show. Dr. Phil he calls us one day, and he invites this guy, Lebanon Levi, on to come on his show because he he believes he's the head of the Amish Mafia, and he wants to have him on the show. And I figured Dr. Phil kind of understood the show.
Right.
But when we got into the green room, he's talking to us, and I'm like, he really like he's all in on this show as if it's 100%, reality, no recreations, no based on real stuff, whatever. And I couldn't believe it. It turns out
You say, yo, Phil, come on, bro.
He turns out he told us that he didn't do any research into this. He just saw that Lebanon Levi's book, which I helped him with, the book became a bestseller, and it topped Dr. Phil's book that week. And out of his own ego, he looked at it and he goes, who is this guy that's beating me on the New York Times seller list? Let's have him on the show.
What a J.O.
No idea.
Dr. J.O.
But the episode was great because he was doing it as if this guy was the Tony Soprano. It was crazy.
The Don.
Yeah.
Don Lebanon.
Y'all,
Good to have you.
y'all sitting there as a mafia leader. I could just hear him.
Oh, Lord.
Just crazy.
You have lived.
It's like taking
you
an
have
accident,
lived a
buggy
life.
wheels if you don't pay.
Yeah, come on, bro.
This buggy's not moving. You don't pay the big.
Yeah, you pay the big. Classic. This is awesome. I'm so excited for you, man. This is great.
Yeah, I thank you. I hope you enjoy it. You'll have to let me know. We'll talk about it, in a future episode, and let me know what you think. But I'm excited it's finally out there.
Yeah.
I was all in on Curious Case, so I'm ready to go with this.
Yeah, this is definitely, we did the Curious Case spinoff series, which was great, did well. This one is one we're very special. We're all extremely excited about this one, as I know ID and HBO Max are too.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Buddy.
Tell me what you think. We'll come up back on. Tell me what you think.
I'm super excited, but I feel like I might wait and I want to binge it all at once.
I get
I
that.
feel like I might need to do like yeah. Not very
Well,
patient.
Meg, listen, I'm a huge binger. Like I get that because, especially on a true crime series, we set up a lot of cliffhangers at the end of every episode. So you want to just keep going, like keep rocking through it.
Yeah.
But the binge stuff is really important to talk about because I think through the Sixers and Flyers and everything, people are texting me and they're like, I've held back on a whole bunch of shows because I want to binge them. And also there were sports like every single night. So now people are binging because they can, the Pitt season 2, Boys just finished. The Boys just finished the whole series. Just ended this week. So people are going back to like binge that whole season. Your Friends and Neighbors is winding down now, so people can binge that. Half Man, people are watching that. People are watching Widow's Bay, Hacks. So there's tons of series that people could lock in on a rainy weekend like we're about to enter into.
Can I tell you, I started one of your recommendations.
Legends,
and I
right?
freaking love it.
That's awesome.
I'm 3 in. What do you think I'm going to say?
You're three in. Something about Coogan?
Yes. Yeah. Legends.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Coogan is Steve Coogan is a legend himself.
It's so good. It's called Legends.
Okay.
It's so about what a story. It's a great story about how England is trying to combat the drug problem in the 80s.
Interesting.
And they go, and the big organization was the, what you call it?
I forget the task force name.
There were customs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
customs.
They basically deputize these custom agents, and they make them undercover. It's awesome. It's
because
so
they're
good.
They're
By
like
the way,
custom.
Have you seen it?
Yeah. I haven't
right.
watched it all yet, but the custom agents are like, they kind of don't dig their job. They're kind of pushing papers, going through the motions, and they get pulled out to handle this pretty high level, dangerous stuff.
By the way, who's my favorite character in the first 3 episodes?
Your favorite character?
He's like a supporting character.
The main customs. I know who you're talking. What's his name? Help me on this.
The Greek guy. The Greek, like he's like he helps the undercover agent infiltrate the Turkish mafia, like basically.
Yeah, what's that guy's name?
I am Kafritas, right? Like he's the Greek dude.
Yeah.
He's cool. He's got the long kind of weird gray hair, like whatever. And he's like a big character.
awesome.
He's the best. He's a great character, that dude.
Yeah, it's really pretty cool. I know it's a big hit over there, like in the
Great
UK.
show,
I know
man.
it's a
I
really
love
big hit.
Yeah, great show.
All right. We'll add that to the list.
All right, what else we got?
All right, so I just rattled off a whole bunch of series, but let's talk about new stuff that's coming out this weekend. One of the films I have to highlight here, and VG, I want you to watch this and let me know what you think, because it's such a polarizing movie. We've talked about it. Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride is now streaming starting today. Now, I saw that in the theaters, and I came out of there and I said, I loved it because I'm one of those artsy weirdo guys, and I get what Maggie's doing. It's very artsy, 1930s, like the bride character is sort of possessed by the ghost of Mary Shelley, who wrote Frankenstein, and it's very artsy, and but it's got this like truly amazing cast. It's like Jessie Buckley stars in it as the bride. She just won best supporting for her role in Hamnet. So she's amazing. Christian Bale's amazing. Jake Gyllenhaal.
He's the best. What a cast.
Peter Skarsgård.
Ridiculous.
And it's very artsy and cool and interesting. And you're either going to love it or
I'm in on that.
Yeah. You're either going to love it or you're going to say it's the worst movie you've ever seen and you're going to turn it off.
I'm out on Frankenstein. I'm not a Frankenstein guy.
But that cast, it's a take. It's a take off of the story.
Anything Frankenstein related.
No, but it's a take of the story. It's a take on the story.
Yeah.
It's less
Too much Frankenstein this year.
It's less Frankenstein and more Bonnie and Clyde meets Frankenstein in a way. If that's
What are they? Frankenstein and Bride going out and hitting crimes?
Yeah, kind of.
I think you just nailed it.
What's wrong with Frankie and the
That's the
bride?
marriage
First
of
of all,
Bonnie
I'm
and
out
Clyde
on
and
crime films, and I'm out on Frankenstein.
You're out on crime films?
Yeah, I'm oversaturated with the crime, John.
He doesn't even watch crime. He doesn't even watch it. He's a weirdo. His tastes are the worst. You get the worst.
Saw a great movie last night.
What's
Obsession. And it's blowing
Oh!
up. This $1 million movie is going to make over $100 million. I
I
don't
know.
who this Kerry Baker guy is. He came out of nowhere.
I'm so glad you said that, VG, because we mentioned it on the show last week that Hokum, which you saw and you said was mediocre.
Yeah.
And Obsession. Obsession is clearly ruling the day. It's still in the theaters. It's going strong. They're adding more.
What's the plot again? I remember.
It's a you know what it is, cuz it's like a modern day take on the monkey's paw. Remember the monkey's paw, like be careful what you wish for, you get the wish.
Yeah.
So it's like VG could probably talk about it more because I haven't seen it yet, but it's like, you wish for someone to really
the guy wishes for the girl and the girl's
she becomes like a stalker or something, like a crazy stalker.
Listen, I don't know who Indy Navarrete is. She was phenomenal. Like as good as Linda Blair as the Exorcist, being like crazy and kind of possessed. She was phenomenal.
Awesome.
Dude, I loved it. Yeah.
I love a film like that. I'm definitely
this guy went to film school. He's like 26, right? Did a couple sketches met a buddy at film school, and then they put YouTube videos on, hour-long, 25-minute horror movies. And now, dude, he made this under $1 million. It's gonna blow past $100 million.
Oh, no, God bless. I'm happy for the success and that piece of it. But
yeah, I mean, cause like I preach, right? Under $1 million. Under $1 million.
That's Todd. Todd's told me that 1,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, can you hang on 1 second?
Yeah.
We got to take a quick TO. And Jules, let's bring Danny D up too, because Danny D will have. He's a big Toddsman.
A Toddsman.
Right.
I like that. That's.
BG and I fight over everything.
I can tell. Being in the middle of this, it's like
we fight over everything.
All I do is just like move back and forth. It's like tennis.
Yeah.
It's Wimbledon for me today, guys.
Don't bring up Wimbledon.
He's out on that.
I'm out
on Wimbledon.
Yes, thank you.
See, I disagree with that.
Yeah,
I want you
That's
to.
fine. I'm going to.
He's big on Wimbledon.
No, I'm the part of it is I used to like tennis. I haven't followed it in what.
Is it just because there's not been a captivating American that's been part
No,
of this?
honestly,
Oh,
it's
there's an Italian who's number one.
He's not Italian.
He's out on
He's
this
not
Italian.
He's not Italian. He's from the Swiss border. He's not Italian.
Okay.
But even forget about that
Okay.
piece of it. I'm just not. I'm out. I haven't been. It's too much. I have other things I need
to attend to.
Well, it's just this point. And quite frankly, when he starts talking about it more, it makes me even more out. Like, you know those people that tell you something, and you just go, you know what? No, I'm even more out now.
Yes.
Like, Danny D had me a little bit like, Danny D says something, I will be like, all right, like, I'll give you a shot. Then when VG doubles down, pushes me the other way.
All right, so you're never watching Obsession and out
Correct.
on Got It and out on Wimbledon.
Well, he's the same way with me. I tell him stuff he don't want to. He got.
Well, it's just everyone's a gangster movie. It's out on gangster stuff.
It's all right. All right.
Gotta enhance we're gonna evolve the brand.
Yeah,
That's what he's saying. He's got to evolve the brand.
Yeah, the brand. Anything he does, I'm out.
Wow.
French Open starts Sunday.
Okay, Roland Garros.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, let's talk about our friends. Ace. All right, let's talk about Ace. Heat and humidity sneaking in. AC not cranking like it should. At some point, it's going to get hot, I promise you. Heat's not working this weekend. Ace Hardware Home Services got you covered. From AC repairs to water heaters, plumbing, electrical. Their trusted local pros bring the same helpful service that you know from Ace right to your front door. That's right. Whether it's a quick fix or a bigger summer project, they've got the tools, the know-how, the people to get it done right. Ace Hardware Home Services. They bring helpful to your home. I've used them. They are amazing, polite, clear, like really good. All you really care about is the job itself, and they kill it, crush it. Visit acehardwarehomeservices.com today to get started. Wawa's got tacos. Tacos. Oh, Wawa expanding its freshly prepared food lineup with new seasoned beef tacos available for a limited time. Built to deliver bold, craveable flavor in every bite. We're talking warm, soft tortillas filled with Wawa's savory, juicy, boldly seasoned beef, plus fresh toppings that you can customize your way. You got options too, from seasoned beef, chicken, steak, black beans, shredded cheddar cheese. Pick up 2 spreads like salsa roja, garlic aioli, barbecue, ranch, buffalo, chipotle, and you top it off with shredded lettuce, salsa, fire-roasted corn, onions, or pickled jalapenos, all packed in a 6-inch soft flour tortilla, making it perfect handheld or on-the-go option. Seasoned beef tacos doesn't stop, all right? It's available across the full lineup, including burritos, bowls, and quesadillas, so you can mix and match and build the meal that fits your appetite. But don't wait. The lineup is only here for a limited time while supplies last. Next time you're at Wawa, grab a taco and find your new go-to order.
Black sheep.
All right. Welcome back. And the crew here, VG, Meg, and myself, TV Todd, and Danny D. Let's have it all. Jules the best with boxes. She can make anything work.
I know.
With all the boxes.
Jules is the magic maker here. I think that's the message. Jules
Yeah.
makes it all work.
Yeah.
There it is. Look at that.
Wow.
Boxes everywhere.
Nice.
Love the boxes. Look at
Let's
Danny
go.
D in his office.
He's working today?
Right? Oh, yeah, he's working.
Wow.
He'll be
Come on,
going down the
BJ.
shore, right?
Impressive.
Nah, I'm home, man. Busy weekend. Busy
Oh,
weekend.
you got a
up here.
sports weekend, huh?
The shore house empty? I'm bored. Give me the keys, buddy.
Go down, brother. You say the word. It's yours.
Look at that. All right. You're a Toddsman. So
Big time
I
Todd.
want Todd to finish he's given us all these shows to watch. So you may need them.
Always.
I got.
Especially rainy weekend here, Todd. We need to lock in.
I love. Listen, Danny gives me a lot of great suggestions too. This guy knows his. He knows his media. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is good.
I trust him. If I go like this, here's Danny D, here's Todd, here's VG, here's Danny D.
Some like art, some like mass media. Crap.
Trash. You're the king of trash. Sorry.
It's almost trash season. Love Island starts soon.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
All right, Todd. I'm sorry.
Oh, all good. I wanted to tell you. I wanted to tell you another quick Frankenstein note because
more Frankenstein.
Well, no, I got to tell you this because one of the things that Maggie does in The Bride is she kind of has this callback to a lot of the Frankenstein things that have happened before, including Mel Brooks' Young Frankenstein, which arguably is one of the greatest comedies of all time. VG, even you have to agree with that.
Yes,
agree.
Right,
100%.
So check this out, though, and this is one of those things where you're like, oh God, but FX just came out with a press release that they're working with Mel Brooks on a series called Very Young Frankenstein.
Oh,
and
wow.
And here's why I think it has a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
Because Mel Brooks is involved, which
Yes.
that guy's still sharp and still great. And Zach Galifianakis is starring in it. So,
Oh, that's great. He'll be great at it.
yeah. And it's by the people who did that show, What We Do in the Shadows, which was a great comedy on FX. So, I mean, I think there's
that's a
some
good
hope there.
idea.
Yeah, so Very Young Frankenstein. But anyway, listen, let me just give you two
Like
more
we needed
films.
a young Sheldon too. Come on, we don't need a young Frankenstein. Come on.
Young
100-year-old.
Sheldon-
I love Mel Brooks, an icon. Oh, I need a 100-year-old guy making a movie series, TV series.
What do you got something against you with ages?
Come on. He's great.
That's disgraceful.
I'm anti-100-year-olds making.
What you should
content.
be? You should promote that.
No.
They got a voice. You're an ageist. You're a creepo. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Todd.
Speaking of creepos, there's
Great
this
segue.
there's this movie that was a huge buzz on the film festival circuit, and it's one of the guys who produced The Bear, and he also produced Beef. So two really amazing productions. Did this little indie film called Lurker, and VG, you may have heard about this. It was playing.
He's the star.
Yeah, it's a biopic of me.
Well, you know what? You'll have to watch it and let me know what you think, because so here's what it is. It's this guy who meets he works in a clothing store or something, and he meets this pop star, and the pop star kind of brings him into his inner circle to help him shoot a documentary and stuff like that. And eventually they have a falling out. And so this guy becomes the quote unquote lurker, and he starts to blackmail this pop star. And this film is like, you're just on edge the whole time because this guy's kind of creepy, and it's pretty cool, and people love it. It's like usually popular on Rotten Tomatoes. It did great in the film festival circuit, and it just started to stream. So people have to check that out if you're into that kind of film.
All right, we got some instant feedback. Joe 76, Frankenstein's been beaten to death. Joe 76, where's the midlife crisis Frankenstein? TMM 235. Damn, I thought Mel Brooks passed years ago.
Oh, come on.
It's terrible. That's who started it. You happy?
Didn't you see the great documentary that was out a few months ago? Big time 2-part documentary on Mel Brooks. I mean, he is one of the greatest creators of our time.
Why
and
why would you be out on God bless him? Like, he's be celebrated.
Okay, here's the test. VG, are you or are you not going to watch Spaceballs 2?
Yeah, I'll watch that.
What? Mel Brooks has created that.
I don't know how involved he is in that, but we need a
He's very
Spaceballs
involved.
2. We don't need a young Frankenstein.
It's off the movie, Young Frankenstein.
I understand it.
Well, I don't know you do.
We don't need a
Spaceballs
TV
2.
series. Yes, Spaceballs 2, yes.
Yes, but
Absolutely.
no to a young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just trying to gauge the layout, the land.
Don't try to
the
get
landmines.
Don't try to get in his head. He's a weirdo.
You have a great movie, one
He's
of
a
the 5
weirdo.
best comedy movies ever. We don't need to soil it with a bad series.
He's a guy that's out every night. Just come on. Something wrong
Man,
with him.
he hangs upside down so much the brain cells don't work. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Danny
You
D.
know, there is like with all the sinus congestion with the allergies, it's a little foggy up there right now.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
come on,
Danny.
man. You got to put it with a grain of salt here, man. He's upside down half the day.
Well, chat's looking for a baby Frankenstein now.
All right. Don't worry about Todd. Ignore that.
Yeah, I mean,
think Todd's got a thing for
listen,
Maggie. You have a lot of Maggie references today.
I do have a thing for Maggie. She's incredible. She's an incredible talent and an incredible creator. She really is.
Mm-hmm.
Chillenhall family's no joke, Todd.
No, they're for real. They should be our royalty.
Thank you, Danny.
You're in on Jake?
Yeah, I like Jake. I got
Good
no
actor.
problem with Jake.
What do you have against Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, they're
Do you feel the way about the Skarsgårds
so
too?
mid.
Right.
Right. Are you
Skarsgårds. I like the Skarsgårds.
They're fine.
Skarsgård is in a. You can't. There's nothing you could say about him.
They're like the Shutter Brothers.
Right.
What was the series
They're
where
like the-
Gyllenhaal was like the all ripped up like defense attorney or something?
Dude, that was the remake of that big movie
Roadhouse.
from the 80s.
Yes,
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
That was the remake of Roadhouse.
Yeah. He was the defense attorney or something?
Oh no, I thought.
No.
No.
That was the show.
It was a show. He was an attorney. He's all ripped it.
They were the show.
All right,
Presumed Innocent. It's the remake of
Yeah.
Presumed Innocent, the
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
from the 80s.
Yeah.
Which was a very good movie with Harrison Ford.
Great movie.
Yeah, great movie.
Yeah,
And
we
the
didn't need the
series-
series. That's what I'm saying.
And the series
See,
did
man,
so well.
Dude, you're speaking my language. Great movies don't need
Constantly.
series.
I don't
Series
think I'm
was
gonna have
great.
hearing after this, guys. Just letting you
Yeah,
know. Just
he-
letting
and
Danny
I
and
think-
Todd know if you're talking to me, I might not hear you.
VG is out on all lineage. Like when there's families, brothers, he's out on all. He's out
Yes.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, Todd.
He's out on
Speaking of
Gyllenhaal.
that, the Family McMullen with Ed
Brothers
Burns.
McMullen. Yep.
I'm a huge Ed Burns fan. Going back to the Brothers McMullen.
And
Yeah,
then you love the history of the family and the
Yes.
son, the brothers. VG's out on all that.
He's a freak. What, did you see the Family McMullen?
Oh yeah, I saw it. I think we talked about it briefly.
No,
on the show
you
a long
didn't,
time
you didn't
ago.
bring that up. I'm a huge Ed Burns
No, I
guy.
did. I did bring it up. We just didn't follow up on it. I brought it up that it was out, but it was good. Listen, it's hard to recreate the original, but I enjoyed watching that whole evolution of what happened to the family. I really enjoyed that, and it had a nice ending to it. Like they wrapped it up.
Oh, that's good.
I thought-
Doesn't sound
I
like you
thought
really
well
liked
done.
it, Todd.
I did. I liked it. I think it's more of like a listen. You see what I like. I like the dark, edgy kind of stuff. It was more of a feel. It was feel good, and it had that.
Yeah.
It had all the Ken Burns self-deprecating humor in it. It was great.
Yeah, I love Ed. I do. I'm a big Ed Burns fan. Like I know that dude. Like he's that Queens kid. Like that New York. Like they're very similar to like Philadelphia. Like he's a neighborhood guy.
Did you see his series Bridge and Tunnel?
Yes.
Yeah, I loved it. That's very.
I'm
Ed
a big
Burns.
fan. I always I liked his stuff a lot.
Yeah. Listen, we did talk so much dark here that I'll leave you with one that's a little bit lighter to a certain extent. It's a film that's doing really well on Netflix called Remarkably Bright Creatures. And it's one of those films you can watch with your family. It's like a family, there's themes of grief in it that are fairly heavy at times, but not too heavy for a family to watch. And I got to tell you something. This is going to sound nuts. Sally Field, she stars in it. VG's laughing. Let me tell you something. She's got chops to this day. She was amazing in this movie. So the movie is basically she's a widower and she lives in this new town in the Pacific Northwest, and she works at an aquarium and she cleans the tanks. And so there's a relationship, like she has almost like a pet with an octopus that escapes all the time. But the themes of it is about she lost her son, and there's a guy comes into town and there's a connection there, and I don't want to spoil it. Alfred Molino is like, it was really good movie. And Sally Field really blew me away how good she was in this.
Wow.
I will not stand for any Sally Field slander. Just
Good,
keep that to
Meg.
yourself there, VG. That's what he's already looking up ages of those in the movie.
She's great not without my daughter. I'm out on this. As soon as you say Alfred Molina, out. Not a fan of that guy. What was that weird character he was in, like Spider-Man 2 or something?
That's what we're judging his entire career on?
Yeah, he's
That guy in Spider-Man 2. Okay.
Alfred Molina. Nope.
Colin Meaney's in it, who's with the dad in The Commitments, and he's in all the Irish movies. He's amazing.
I love that you just gave a Commitments drop, Todd. Great movie. Great.
One of my
Better
favorite,
soundtrack.
One of my favorites.
Yeah.
Better
Awesome.
soundtrack.
Awesome.
Destination
Amazing.
Anywhere is still one of my favorites.
One of the best soundtracks of all time, for sure.
Totally agree.
But
Todd, we love you,
listen,
buddy.
Todd, you watched
Me
The
too.
Crash?
I love you guys.
Did you watch The Crash?
No, not yet.
That was all right. It's worth watching.
That's a documentary, right?
Yeah. About a
Yeah.
car wreck. The teenagers are in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to check that out for sure.
All right, brother. Man, he just wears me out.
Good to see you, Todd. Congratulations again on everything.
You too, Meg. Thank you so much. And let me know, reach out. Let me know what you think of The Many Lives of Benjamin.
I absolutely will. I will give you my recommendation. I gave it to Anthony and VG on Monday when I was on. The U.S. men's national team that they're doing like a tracking them from 22
USA
to
against
USA against the world, tracking them from Qatar to now. So like you're seeing the manager is going to get fired before it, and he's being interviewed. Like it's like very in depth. You get all the players' stories, which is really cool. Their parents are in it. You get like all their backstories. It's a new episode every Tuesday night at 9. It's a great primer for World Cup and like getting to know the players because the U.S. men's national team reveal is Tuesday in New York.
That's awesome.
Nice.
That sounds like a great reco. Awesome.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
All right, brother. You're the man. Appreciate it.
See you guys.
I will come back with Danny D in just a second. But first, a word from our friends. Ooh, let's talk about Parks Casino, Street Road, Ben Salem. The array of comedians, of rock bands, country artists.
Yacht Rock
all
next Friday.
Right.
Ambrosia.
All sorts of genres all over the place. Even VG got some metal genre, right? Like we've seen some
My
of
aunt
that.
sold out. Aunt Terry. Teresa Caputo sold out.
How about that? Like,
Look at that.
always something. So listen, make it a night out. Go award-winning dining. You got all the tables and the slots and the poker room and the great sports book. But the entertainment's priceless. And every night there's something new going on, from country line dancing to Latin casino night, Latin dancing night. Like you got it all over the place. There's always another place to hang out. ParksCasino.com for all your acts, everything you love. Make it a night. Street Road eggs off of Ben Salem. ParksCasino.com. This is how you win.
If you're a golfer in Philly and you're not part of the Gap yet, you're leaving a ton on the table. Gap, the Golf Association of Philadelphia, is your all-access pass to the best golf in the area. Their member play days get you on the top private clubs and premier golf courses you normally can't even touch, and it's all in a relaxed, fun format. No pressure, just great golf. And when you join, you get a GIN handicap, which changes everything. It levels the playing field, tracks your game over time, and makes every round actually mean something. Plus, for a low annual cost, you unlock access to events, championships, discounted tee times in the entire Gap network. It's the hub for amateur golf in the greater Philadelphia area. Getting started is pretty easy. Just visit gapgolf.org and click join or get a handicap. You can sign up for the online USGA Gap Club for just $55 and get instant access to your membership and get a handicap, or you can host your own handicap through a local public or private golf course that offers Gap. Once you're in, you're in. Events, exclusive courses, all of it. Go to gapgolf.org and get started today.
All right, let's bring our man Danny D, the AD, making varsity. My brother.
What's going on? You guys having fun over there today?
Well,
always a good time.
There's a reason why Meg's in the middle.
Oh, I know, Meg. I know that role all too well.
Yeah.
Meg, I feel your pain today. I've been there many times.
We can commiserate off air, Danny.
Tell us about what's happening. You guys,
Man,
you're not going down the shore, which is stunning to me.
Well, the weather's crappy. It's not a short weekend for me. A lot going on. So
yeah,
it's good. Sports are wrapping up, but there's a lot to. We'll run through it quickly. But so today at 12 o'clock is the PCL baseball championship at University of Penn.
Oh wow!
Man.
The first pitch about to go out, and we have the 1 seed versus 2 seed. We have the 1 seed LaSalle, who's led by Caden Schmidt, Offensive Player of the Year, Seton Hall commit, going against Conwell Egan and the league MVP Brady Guzzi, big time left-handed pitcher going to UVA. So big time showdown today.
Wow.
University of Penn right now.
Because
So
he's
give
on the
them
line.
love.
Is he on the mound?
Of course. They got lucky with the weather. He's pitched quarters, semi. They've been getting 4 or 5 day breaks. Weather kind
You
of
just
pushed
throw him. Wow.
riding the bull.
Riding the big lefty.
Yeah, gas. So that's today. The girls' championship for the Catholic League is Bonner Prenley versus Carroll, and that's at 3:30 today at Egan. So that's wrapping up. On the Interact side, Malvern won the boys' baseball championship. They're loaded. They ran through the league, and the girls' softball was won by EA for the league. Both really talented teams.
How did you guys do baseball? Because you had good.
Good. We split with everybody but Malvern. So
Yeah.
we went 1-1 with everyone in the league besides Malvern. We lost. So good. And we had 2 8th graders up. We started like 4 9th graders. So we're building a foundation. We're going to, in 2 years, we're going to be a force. I mean, next year it'll be good, but really,
Well, I
really
love
talented.
Justin. Your coach is a stud. He's a
Justin's
great coach.
great baseball mind, understands the game. We got the facilities. We got this young core. We're figuring it out. But the real story is I got to give my PC Girls Lacrosse team some love. So they've won 24 straight.
Wow.
They're depending on where you look, they're 3rd or 4th in the country. They have 9 wins against top 25 schools. 9 wins against teams in the top 25. And I might have to send an email or 2 out to the 2 schools ranked above us and see if they want to dance late in June, get a little showcase. We don't duck no smoke over here, man,
I love that.
That's a good idea.
So depending on the USA Magazine Lacrosse has Maryville from Maryland ranked 1 and Darien from Connecticut ranked 2, and we're right behind them. But I've seen some amazing programs as an athletic director. I've been very fortunate. St. Joe's Prep 2021 team, probably 7 8 NFL guys. They were ranked 3rd in the country. This is probably one of the best teams I've ever seen.
Wow.
They are unbelievable.
Loaded.
Yeah, and they just play with the culture's great. The girls love each other. The bench is into it. You're getting contributions from everyone. It's not like we got this one girl that scores all the goals. It's so balanced. So I just want to give some love to the 8 seniors who are going to graduate. It's Harbor, Molly, Anna, Peyton, Aaliyah, Maeve, Alice, and another Peyton. And Maeve won MVP of the league. She's a goalie going to Boston College. So it's been impressive, man. I didn't know much about girls lax coming into this year, and they've blown me away. And it's been so cool to just be a part of it, kind of watching it, man.
That's
really
man.
cool.
That's
That's awesome. That's awesome.
man. So we'll see if we want to send an email, man. See if they want to come to Philly and dance a little bit. Throw a little showcase game.
Let's do it. Do it. I love it.
We should just call you.
PHLY behind it,
Let's call them on the show. Let's just track these guys down, these coaches down.
There's a rumble in Philadelphia, late June.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on. A little PHLY showdown. We'll give them some love.
Yeah, there you go.
Get some girls across. Get the girls across some love. But yeah, it was a great spring season for all the leagues locally, and it's just wrapping up this weekend. So just want to give you that information, give everyone their flowers. It was a hell of a season.
Nice.
Awesome.
And you know what the next stop is?
Golf?
Football.
Baby.
It's right around the corner, boss.
That's it. Workouts.
Right around the corner. Yeah.
Workouts. Let's go.
Oh,
Come
let's
on,
go,
Danny
baby.
D.
I'm fired up, man. I just want to get in the film room with you and Baldy once and I got to watch. I got to get in there. I got to get in the breakdown.
Yeah, we're doing that. We're definitely doing that. All right. So listen, what's your schedule? You're home for the weekend?
I'm home. Yeah, I'll be around. Hit me up. It's raining all day Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well,
get some beers.
We gotta do something. All right.
All right. Yeah. Just give me a call.
All right. You got it, brother. Danny
I love you guys.
D-A-D.
Danny.
We love him.
Yep.
We love him. Meg, before we get out of here, awful. And we talked about this on the show the other day. VG brought it up. The fire at Black Sheep. You want to talk about a great place, a great soccer place.
Iconic soccer bar.
Right?
Iconic soccer bar in Philadelphia.
Love the Black Sheep.
It's a great bar. I mean, and there's so many. It's a quintessential bar. It is the home for Manchester United fans, and I know they're rallying. It's kind of gotten a global. It's going global. Raj Bennett from Men in Blazers actually posted about
excellent.
the GoFundMe for Black Sheep. It's a bar that he knows and loves. But yeah, they have a GoFundMe page up. So if you are inclined to support, it's a great business. It's a great local business, great soccer bar, and just a real pillar of the community.
It's awful as we
we're
begin
getting
the
into
World Cup.
I mean, this is a bar that I think would have been a hub
for sure.
for so much, and was just, I think, and has a great staff. And fires are devastating in so many ways. And
We're talking about tequilas.
And tequilas, they had one. I mean, they've rebuilt, which is great, and I have no doubt Black Sheep will rebuild. But that's a long road. It's a really long road from it. Thank God no one was injured. But if you are so inclined, definitely check out their GoFundMe. Help them get back on their feet and help make sure that the workers there are have a little bit of a bridge because it's going to be some time before they're back behind the bar again.
Yeah.
But it's a great soccer bar, and it's amazing to see how many people are really turning out to support them. I think they're over $27,000 in like 2 days. So anybody can help. Just think you can Google it pretty quickly.
Yeah, I got just GoFundMe Black Sheep. You'll find it.
Find it nice and easy. So, yeah.
Thanks.
So rooting for them.
Yep.
I always, anytime I'm in that area, I always stop in for a pint.
Yeah. It's a
great
place.
spot.
Great spot.
What do you got cooking?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Well, wait. Last time we saw you, I said we would ask you for your walk-up song. Since you're walking up, it's your turn at bat with the big event.
Oh, that's right. That's a good one. Let me come back to you on
All
that.
right, we'll get-
It was a busy week.
You'll be back this week.
It's a busy week. I will have an answer for you.
All right.
I'm very bad at the walk-up song. I will figure it out. Put out a call. Let me know. I'll take recommendations. Nothing insane to everybody who's on the chat. Just all right. Like keep it.
Who are you haunting this weekend?
I'll be all over it now. This is drinking weather this weekend. I was with Bobcat last night. He's all 4 straight. He's like drinking weather.
Yeah. I'm laughing. I'm thinking about when I had a shore house with my girlfriends in the summer of 2003. And like, this would have been a week when it was like, this is terrible, but like, we'll be at the OD by like noon. Right. There we go. Also, I got a correction from Mike Sealski. He's a 97 graduate of LaSalle University. Would like me to.
We love Mike.
Correct set the record straight. He also added a "you punk" at the end of it to me. So thank you, Mike.
I got a Mama Vici says that Sally Fields movie is fantastic.
Oh, Mama Vici. That's mine.
She's like, I'm not a big Sally fan, but it was good.
Okay, look at that. We love that. Jules rules.
Julia.
Can we get Jules some crutches?
I know that poor thing.
Oh,
a cane, something.
She's been walking around.
I know she's hopping around.
She's hopping around like Spider.
Like,
it is getting better. It's getting a little better.
Spider.
Go on, it's Spider.
You gotta stop.
Spider, do a 2-step.
Can we call Rothman? If you have a couple crutches that you can drop off here for Jules, that'd be very helpful.
I want the scooter, like the leg scooter. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll work on
around.
that.
All right.
Let's try to at least just get you crutches.
Yeah. I'll start.
Watching you hop around is making me like I'm worried.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's terrible. Listen, from us to you guys, have a great weekend. Get some rest. Enjoy yourselves. Have some fun. We love you guys. We'll see you on Tuesday.
We all silly like the mayor.